Welcome, everybody, to Bracket Bashes. It's the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 and more, and banter our way down to a winner. I am not your host this week, Freddie Fisher, but this is Bubbles.
Bubbles, your most favoritist hostess of the mostest. And this is
Daddy Kong. That's it.
And down below Daddy Kong is our other Josh. He is staring up at the lights right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Josh, the WWE Love Wrestling podcast.
And down in the bottom corner, we also have Q and Jess. How you doing, guys?
We're here.
We are doing great. And how dare you just combine us together? It's always one and then the other because I got to do my spiel how I'm the best bastard of all of you and I'm the energy. I'm the fucking one who brings the life to this fucking podcast. You, Freddie. Fuck you, Freddie.
Is that why Josh's camera was on the light? Is because you bring the light?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After that entire thing, we are doing another Rebastard episode this week. We are talking about one of my personal favorite subjects, and that is Disney movies. These are Disney animated movies all the way from 1937 to eventually to present day. But this week, we are doing pre-2000 Disney movies. So there's not a single movie that is currently in this century that is on this list today. Bubbles will be hosting. But before we do that, there's a couple rules, lifelines, stuff like that we have today. Number one is pass the parcel. Bubbles is not voting today because she is hosting. And we have 6 people on the screen, which means one time during the show, you are allowed to pass the parcel to Bubbles. This only works up into and including the quarterfinal matchups. Another one that kind of goes along with those rules as well, up into the quarterfinal matchups, is the steal a vote. This is the ultimate bastard move granted from Q, where as long as a person has not voted yet, you can steal their vote. That is a one-time per episode type thing. Again, up into and including the quarterfinal matchups. The last one, of course, is the oldie but goodie. It is the blowing of load. We vote round robin style on here as always, and that means if you are one of the first people to go and don't want to be one of the first people to go, you can blow your load. And that means you're going last. If somebody else blows their load in the same turn, you are no longer going last, but you're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. I believe I've taken care of everything. So, Bubbles, what's the first matchup?
our first matchup today. We're starting with some wood and some pussy.
The fuck did you just say? Wait, hang on.
I said exactly what you thought I said, and we are doing a matchup between Pinocchio and the Aristocats.
Aristocats, huh?
And starting off with this matchup is going to be Daddy Kong.
I'm not lying. Aristocats is a terrible movie.
Oh,
For you.
Agreed.
There's a line in that entire movie that's worth a damn, and that's, you ain't a lady, you ain't nothing but a sister. That's it. That entire movie cannot capture my attention for the life of it.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
Who doesn't want to be a cat? Fucking me. Yep, nope, don't want to be a cat. I'd rather be a little wooden boy. Make me real.
Cats are assholes anyways.
Yeah, joins the screen.
oh, goodness.
And moving on to Freddie.
The audacity of you, sir. The blatant audacity. Aristocats is like one of the best
Garbage.
Disney movies that is not, it's kind of in between eras. Much like Oliver and Company, that is not in the modern era, but it's still in like the pre-era, but it was kind of in the middle. Billy Joel being a classic on that one as well. The music in this movie is fantastic. There's geese in this fucking movie remind me of fucking Janet and Rita from Bluey, of course. Like
Holy
these
shit.
things are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you won't look at them the same now fucking again, will you? They're the same damn things. They are old ass fucking things that just go off the entire thing. Thomas O'Malley the Alley Cat is still one of my favorite damn songs, not including the Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Thomas O'Malley is an asshole, which is exactly what a cat should be. This is a true to fact story of cats being assholes. Disney is actually factual at one point. My vote is going 100% to Aristocats. Fuck Pinocchio. That lying piece of shit. FTK.
I'm just saying, he is made of wood. So.
Splinters.
Fucking.
You're just mad because you can't get it, as big of one as he can do. He's lying, he's growing.
To steal a line from Q, it may not reach the bottom of the tuna can, but it will dent the hell out of the sides.
Oh my gosh.
Facts.
All right, Josh. Are we going with the Aristocats or Pinocchio?
Oh, dude.
Welcome back, Josh.
I was starting off.
First of all, I have to say, other Josh here at first kind of had me convinced. I was like, wait, did the Aristocats suck? Like, I haven't seen it so long. I was like, shit, he might. My recollection is starting to
Wayne.
Wayne. And then when fucking Freddie said whatever reminded him of Janet and Rita from Bluey, I'm like, shit. Freddie, you brought me back. I got to go to Aristocats there. I'm sorry, Josh. I know us Joshes should stick together, but
Oh my goodness. And then Jess.
I am going with the Aristocats. I honestly cannot stand Pinocchio. I fucking hated that movie with a passion.
He just wanted to be a real boy.
Yeah, well, half the people out there aren't real, so.
I do have to say, I prefer the Pinocchio from Shrek.
I'm wearing women's underwear. Don't take that shit out of context.
It's a doll.
After you record with StreamYard, now that I'm using it, a handy little feature is you can just export. It will automatically make shorts for you. I hope that is made when you post it. Anyways.
Oh my goodness. And Q, go ahead and finish us off.
Can anybody give me the definition of Arista? Anybody at all? I'm just asking. Can anybody give me that definition without looking it up, Jessica?
Is it Arista or Aristo?
I think it might be Arista.
It's a
I'm not really sure.
Aristo.
Either
Yeah.
way, can anybody give me the definition?
I always thought it was Rich.
If you
Well,
can't
it's
give me
like
the
the
definition,
aristocrat-
you shouldn't fucking be
I
voting
don't
for
know
that
if I
game.
Like
can-
aristocrat. It's a playoff of aristocrats. So yeah, rich people.
Aristo is a sugar daddy.
Well, wouldn't it be a sugar mama in the Aristocats though? Like, it was an old lady.
I'm going Pinocchio though.
And with that, it's a 3-2 split with the Aristocats moving forward.
Boo.
Will you?
Now I know a moment ago we actually mentioned Oliver and Company, which actually happens to be in this next matchup. It is Oliver and Company versus Aladdin, and starting this one off is going to be Maximilian over there.
Oliver and Company is an underrated classic.
Yes,
I'm not voting for it because there's no way in hell it's going to win, and it shouldn't. Aladdin wouldn't be the same, and it's been proven, without the late but great Robin Williams as well, who, by the way, ad-libbed like 90% of his fucking lines during the best parts of that movie. Willard Smith cannot even come anywhere near that fucking awesomeness. So Aladdin will be getting my vote. However, Oliver and Company, Billy Joel is the inspiration for this and sings a lot of the music and everything else. Why Should I Worry is just a bop and a half. And the story sucks, but the music is fucking fantastic. And that's what you should get away from that. Aladdin has damn good music. The live action version has a damn good track list to it too, even with Mr. Willard, Grandpa Willard in that one as well. So Aladdin gets my vote.
A vote for Granddaddy Willard.
Grandpa, I'm not calling that man daddy.
Granddaddy.
We already have a daddy on this list, and his name's Kong.
All right. Speaking of daddies, Josh down there.
I am a dad. We'll go with that. I can't possibly, at this point in this list, vote against Robin Williams.
Leave that to Q.
Oh,
I started laughing. I should be like, damn, I should just vote for Oliver and Company just for that reason.
Oh dear.
I mean, it does deserve a vote, but
in my opinion, there's no contest here. It's Aladdin for sure.
All right, and Jess.
I'm gonna go with Oliver and Company. I love both of these movies.
I should have stolen his vote.
Oliver and Company needs some loving.
Agreed.
Fucking rich hat, fucking prissy, all fucking
now
shit.
Q's in a unique position here. I don't know if you realize this, but if Q steals a vote, if Q steals Daddy Kong's vote right now, to really fuck over Robin Williams, because Aladdin, you guys know Aladdin is like pretty much guaranteed Final Four.
Why'd you have to say something, Freddie?
I was gonna say you're an idiot for saying that.
I'm gonna give you a fuck you, Freddie, right away, man.
because looking at this, and by the way, for everybody out there, I did make this list. Rotten Tomatoes. This is ranked by Rotten Tomatoes. So if you want to blame anybody, blame them. So like Pinocchio is apparently the #1 Disney movie of all time, and then it got beat out by Aristocats, which was like it's somewhere in the 50s type thing on that entire list. Aladdin was like #4. Yeah, #4. So if Oliver and Company, which was like 64, beats Aladdin, it leaves the rest of that corner, which myself and Bubbles can see, kind of a better option to moving on. But Q, being the bastard that he is, knocking out Aladdin, knocking out Robin Williams in the first fucking round against a like number 59 or something like that seed.
It's just epic.
It's fucking funny. And Q's the bastard to do it, so
He's gonna do it, isn't he?
no, because I gave him the idea.
I don't know if I want to do that though, because I do like Aladdin. I do like that movie. I would much rather watch Aladdin over Oliver and Company. But if we're going to talk strictly about, Robin Williams, who played the genie, we can get him the fuck out of here if I wanted to. Damn.
Why are you a Robin Williams hater?
He's not. He just does it because of Harvey.
Okay.
All right. If Harvey was on the show, I would definitely have done that. But Harvey's not on the show. So I guess I will go for Aladdin.
And then that brings that up to Josh, or to Daddy Kong. Sorry.
1 minute I'm in Central Park. Then I'm down on Delancey Street. I named my dinosaur after this song.
You're a dinosaur?
Oh, we're going on a field trip, people.
Whoa.
Thomas Delancey. Say
Oh,
hello
yeah, I
to the
remember
world.
that.
The world, say hello to Thomas Delancey.
Hi, Thomas Delancey.
For everybody out there in Spotify land, by the way, that it is a Triceratops. Is that stuffed or
You
is that
wouldn't have
just
needed
like?
to steal my vote. I would have went Oliver and Company anyways. Though I do love Aladdin. Oliver and Company is an amazing story. It's Oliver Twist rendition with dogs, of course, and a cat. But beautiful movie. I loved it. I'd watch that again and again and again.
You know what? You brought animatronics into it, so.
We did bring some animatronics in there. Speaking about going back to the Stone Age there with our animatronic dinosaur, we're actually going to team up Sword in the Stone versus 101 Dalmatians.
Okay, hang on.
You thought it was going to be a dinosaur.
Way after.
I know, but it's still a stone, I suppose.
And there's no pop movies on this list, so you can't go on that route.
Yeah. But we do have Sword in the Stone versus 101 Dalmatians, and this gets started off with Josh.
This is a difficult one. I love both of these movies. I've always been fascinated with the story of. I keep wanting to say Lancelot. You know what I mean? King Arthur. Ah, dang it, my mind. But having said that, dogs. You know what? No, I am going to go Sword in the Stone. It's such a great story, and I love like the mythology behind it and stuff. It's fantastic.
And that brings us to Jess.
I love both of these movies, but I'm a dog lover, and if I had it my way with unlimited money, I would totally have over 101 dogs.
Fuck two. Fuck two.
So I'm gonna go with 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
No kids, just the dogs.
FTD.
Yep.
FTD, I like that. And then Q, would you rather have a 101 dogs or would you rather have a sword?
Well, I had a sword once.
He wants his sword to kill all the dogs.
Oh,
wow. Wow. I am not. Wow. What the fuck? All right.
It's
So,
fast, guys.
yeah, like I said, I had a sword once and then I got stoned. And then I had to sell the sword to keep getting stoned. So I'm going to have to go with Sword in the Stone.
King Kong.
I feel like Sword in the Stone molded me a little more, so I think I'll go with that.
the whole time I was playing, I forget which Tomb Raider it was, but there was an old Tomb Raider game that was based around King Arthur, and the whole time I'm like, oh shit, I learned most of this in Sword in the Stone.
I don't think I don't play video games, so I don't follow along with, or like you said Tomb Raider, right?
Oh yeah.
Like I was thinking that was a video
That
game.
wasn't for you.
It
Tomb
was
Raider
not-
wasn't for you.
It was
We were
not.
following
Oh,
it.
it really wasn't.
I was not
Yeah.
And that brings it down to Freddy.
I'm gonna go with Sword in the Stone as well. Actually, not because of the actual movie, but one scene in the movie. There's a fight. There's a witch and wizard fight between Mad Madam Mim
Yeah.
and Merlin, and it has some of the best music to it. The best classical fucking fight scene music ever, and I got to give that prop. So Sword in the Stone gets my vote over 101 Dalmatians. Plus, I do have to shout out the entire audacity of dog fur as a coat.
Yeah.
A purse, maybe. No, I understand a purse, but a coat. Like, have anybody?
101 of them, bro.
Has anybody ever felt like petted a short-haired dog type thing?
Yeah, we have 2 of them.
Long hair is different. Like long-haired dogs, that would be a cool coat to have. Short-haired dogs.
Yeah,
There's
so-
no
Fucking dog. Wow, dude.
We have both short and long-haired dogs. We got 3 dogs.
There-
total.
there's no give to that. It's like petting sandpaper. There's no reason to have a coat made out of fucking sandpaper.
I don't know.
Sword in
I
the
thought
Stone
it
gets
was
my
pretty
win.
Soft.
I have to say also, I voted against 101 Dalmatians because when I was a little kid, a Dalmatian nearly bit my ear off. So it's the only dog I have a little bit of a phobia about. So
Wouldn't that make you
Dalmatians.
like the movie more though?
No, because I don't want them to be. I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to be cruel to them. I just don't like Dalmatians.
Cruella.
I do
I
like
was
what
gonna
he
say, I
did
think
with
Cruella would have been more the style then.
yeah. So what they didn't like say or anything like that. There was no warning. So Dalmatians are actually super aggressive.
Mhm.
And then so with 101 Dalmatians coming out, of course, there's like a surplus of people like, oh, they're so cute, I want them. And then so so many were given back or put into shelters and homes and things like that because they are an aggressive breed. And yeah, so I think that would be the only reason I would not vote the 101 Dalmatians. But I personally, if I were to be voting, that's probably the one I might have gone with on this one because I am like Jess. I love dogs. I thought that movie was adorable. And then you've got like, I don't know about anybody else, but every time I have like a howl off in the neighborhood, I'm just picturing some dogs like locating each other and like, get home, little puppies, get saved because there's coyotes out here. You know, like my imagination's way too overactive for the middle of the night.
Brady, can you mute her?
I could, but I'm not going to.
But
Like mid-sentence, just mute.
I'm pretty sure Daddy Kong has a way to shut her up, though.
Mhm. I prefer her noises.
Oh,
I don't blame you.
Speaking of Bubbles and Daddy Kong, our next matchup is Beauty and the Beast versus Pocahontas.
oh.
Let's get started with Jess.
Oh, that's so hard.
What she said.
I'm gonna go with Pocahontas.
Poke a hot ass.
The hot ass. I like that.
Oh, God.
Thank you. The Beast to her beauty.
Or an Indian princess.
Or an Indian princess.
I don't know. Has anybody seen like the wind and the colors of like the wind? I have never seen colors.
I do
of the
every
wind.
day. I do every day. When
I've
it's
never seen a
windy.
color. Never seen a color.
You might
You're not
wanna
taking the
try
right
some better
tabs of
shows.
acid.
Oh. Just pair them up and you might see it. But on the other side of that, like Pocahontas is very romanticized for the actuality of the events that happened to Pocahontas and her people.
Her tribe.
So I don't know if that sways your.
I just know that they're savages.
Barely even human.
Barely. Yeah, I'm gonna go with fuck it. Let's go with Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I'm going with the original Bear in the Woods. Beauty and the Beast. That is the musical rendition I can get behind. The Be Our Guest. And my favorite rendition of that is the Simpsons version. See my Vest, see my vest, made from real gorilla chest. Beauty and the Beast.
Great. Pocahontas gets my vote. And by the way, Bubbles, like the entire speaking of Bubbles and Daddy Kong, I would have gone with Fox and the Hound. I mean, come on.
I was gonna say we're more Beauty and the Beast. Y'all are Fox and the Hound.
You know what? Really, you know what?
There
Really,
you go.
Jess won't let
Fair
me.
enough. That does come up though, so that would
It does. Speaking of coming up though, Pocahontas gets my vote because the music. I'm a huge fan of Disney songs. I really am. Mine from Ratcliffe is fucking fantastic. Savages that we were just talking about before is the duplicity in that song where both peoples are saying the same thing but against each other, the different values and everything else going on, and you feel for both sides because the people who landed on the country are just trying to survive, and the people who already had the country are just trying to survive, and it all goes to shit because nobody knows how to speak up until the very end. I would say spoilers, but this movie is like fucking 30 years old, so fuck you.
Yeah, no
Pocahontas.
spoilers in this episode. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, hilarious.
Jess won't let me.
Well, hey, wasn't she like 15 in the movie?
14, but yeah.
14. She was 14, and I think she died by 16. I get a little
John
bit salty
Smith
over
was-
that.
Yeah, John Smith was in his 30s, so
Yeah, no. Yeah, that tracks for the day. The music alone. No, I'm sorry. Was it? It's my turn, right?
yeah, it's yours.
It is your
All
turn,
right.
yes.
Excellent. I didn't I wanted to make sure. The music alone in Pocahontas is so much better in my opinion. Trust me, there's a bunch to be said about both movies. They're both great. I just I resonate with the music in Pocahontas more, and just the whole story is beautiful. And kind of fucked up, but you know, it is what it is.
I want to talk to a willow tree.
Same, dude.
We used to have one here in Oski. I don't know if it's still there or not. Though.
I want it to talk back to me though. Like I want a face to appear and talk back to me.
There's one way to do that. Ayahuasca. Anyways.
Oh no, there's a lot of ways to do that.
There's a lot of ways to do it, but
It just depends on what kind of trip you want to take.
a good one.
Now we know we've got Q over there that likes to think he's the king, but we are going to be matching up Lion King versus Robin Hood. Who's starting it?
This is such an easy pick.
It is, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't know. I personally like Robin Hood. I thought that movie was actually pretty good.
It was.
What was the other choice again?
Lion King, man.
Fuck the Lion King. I'm going, yeah.
Fuck you!
Fuck the Lion King.
Fuck
The
you!
best part of that movie is when Scar goes, and lets him go and he dies. Best part of the entire fucking movie.
You're such an asshole.
So, since that's only a very
Is it-
small scene, I'm gonna go with Robin Hood.
Is it because?
Yes.
So if they were dogs, would you be upset?
No. I'd be a little more livid actually. Moving right along.
It's a cat. It's not so bad. It's like, fuck you, cat. You should have landed on your feet.
It's the cats are assholes.
He should have.
You know what? That's a good point, though. That cat should have landed on his fucking feet.
And he
Especially
did.
considering how far he fell.
He
Like,
still should
Yeah.
have landed on his damn feet. He didn't even turn. Like
Plenty of time to turn.
Let go. He just went straight back. He didn't even turn like a cat would.
I mean, I kind of got to give it to him there, but still, no.
That's how I really feel.
And then this comes up to Daddy up here. The big.
I'm gonna vote for Lion King. You know I especially like the sequels to Lion King. Lion King 1.5 Pacific. The better telling of that story.
Isn't that where Timon and Pumbaa are
Pumbaa.
telling the story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pause it every fucking 15 fucking seconds.
Way better version
I'm in on some bullshit.
of an already great movie.
And Freddie.
There are 2 as well.
Yeah.
One of my favorite current memes going on is from the Robin Hood movie, is where he's on stilts, surrounded by a whole bunch of guards. And for the people who have seen that meme, knows exactly what it's referring to. For the rest of you,
Stuffs off the jewels.
look it up, because it has to do with about 5 black guys and a little tiny white ass girl. So let your mind go off of that. However, I'm going to do some more. Speaking of that white little girl, I'm going to do some more fucking over on this one. Because I am going to steal somebody's vote and go with Robin Hood. So, Jess.
Fuck you, Freddie. I knew you're gonna steal mine because you know I hate that movie.
That a boy, Freddie.
Are you trying to tell me that Lion King is about to lose right now?
Yep.
Jess.
When I fucking vote for
Jess.
Robin Hood. Fuck that goddamn movie.
Jess. I'm stealing Josh's vote.
Oh, fuck you, Freddie.
So you have to. That's even more fucked up, to be fair.
Get away from me. Am I pissed? He's not winning.
Well, I was gonna vote for Robin Hood. No, I was gonna vote.
It doesn't matter.
I wasn't.
Night, love you.
Night, love you.
I want to go to bed.
Okay, bye.
Love you.
Sorry.
All right.
Hey, that's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
Like I said, welcome back to the show there, Josh.
On a scale of 1 to fucked up, that's fucked up.
I love it. I absolutely love that. That was a bastard move.
That was truly a bastard move.
Okay, say bye real quick.
Bye.
Bye.
She's going to bed. She has her first day of school tomorrow.
Good night.
Mhm.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good night. Hopefully she will be dreaming of Wonderland, which brings us to our next matchup, which is Snow White versus Alice in Wonderland. And this one's going to get started off with the big DK up here.
The big D. Okay.
Snow White versus Alice in Wonderland. For the sake of my daughter, I'm going Snow White.
Oh,
I was going to say, I feel like Hailey would feel like it was injustice if you didn't vote for Snow White. And Freddie.
Good night.
I think the motto of this particular podcast should be, "We're all mad here."
No, that's a different podcast, but they're actually mad and we don't talk about them anymore. Anyways,
Everybody's a little bit mad. My wife actually has a couple of Alice in Wonderland tattoos. I love the fact that there's a couple things, like she eats something and the entire she gets bigger, and then she does drugs the entire time and just starts seeing shit. Like, I love Disney movies that if you mix Alice in Wonderland with Fantasia and get seriously fucked up somewhere in that, like, just start your day with Alice in Wonderland and just keep eating gummies throughout the day, progressively getting more and more fucked up. Don't do it all at once. You have to do it like progressively throughout the day. By the time you hit the middle of Fantasia, you're gonna have a life-altering experience.
Pocahontas in that movie, probably at this point.
It's 100% Alice. 100% Alice.
And Josh.
So funny enough, my answer is kind of similar. So once I'm more secure in like my life, I want to try psychedelics. And I think one thing I'd like to try is watching Alice in Wonderland, because it's already a fucking acid trip, right? So, like, I got to go Alice in Wonderland because I still have plans for it. You know what I mean?
That sounds wrong in so many ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I've met a lot of nice-looking Alices in my day too. Like from the Brady Bunch, she could get it.
That's not the. Anyways.
And this
I missed this show. Anyways.
Jess.
I'm gonna go with Alice in Wonderland.
And Q.
You got a trippy movie. You got some drugs in there. You got me. Now you're talking about. It's definitely gonna be Alice.
He wants what she's having.
Yes, most definitely. I want what she's having.
It's in the tea, man. It's in the tea.
I'm actually kind of excited that Freddie gets to start this next one off, because it fits his name today. So we've got The Little Mermaid versus the Goofy movie.
Holy shit.
Fuck you, Bubbles. This is the one. No, this is the one matchup I did not want to start off on, because The Little Mermaid. We all grew up with certain Disney classics. The Little Mermaid came out in 1989. I was born in 1986, so Disney movies were right around that time for me. We were poor, so we didn't get the Disney movie until it came out of VHS like a year later. 4 years old, finally get to fucking watch this thing. Been one of my favorite movies for all time. The entire line about all you have to do is to when she asked, how am I supposed to get him without my voice, and then Ursula responds with a little bit of body language. Like, come on, like what? It's hard to go against. But on the flip side of that, Goofy movie is a fucking dad movie.
I need to watch it again.
One of the best soundtracks. Sorry, how did
like the fact that that's not a deeper soundtrack bothers me. A Goofy movie is almost the perfect movie. I say almost a perfect movie is because they came out with the second one, and it was fucking terrible. Goof Troop wasn't really that good either, but a Goofy movie was fucking fantastic. I would vote for it, but it's already won a bracket. So if I have to split hairs,
in like an extreme Goofy movie or whatever. Yeah.
If I have to split hairs here between a Little Mermaid and a Goofy movie, because I don't want to blow my load yet. I already stole a vote, so I'm gonna go with Little Mermaid. Just because if you guys want to vote for Goofy movie, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to be unhappy either way.
You
can't control what the hell we vote for.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're more than I'm going to be happy either way. There's no real loser here. There's just not a winner.
And Josh.
Oh man, I really got to go back and watch the Goofy movie again. I didn't give that movie enough watches. Like I've seen it like twice when I was a kid. I fail. So only because Not only because the Little Mermaid, the music is so fucking good, and so for that alone, I got to go Little Mermaid.
And Jess.
Little Mermaid's my vote. I can watch that movie for hours on repeat. Love that movie.
I bet she's a fucking freak considering she's a redhead.
I was waiting for that.
But I'm not going for Little Mermaid. I'm going for the Goofy movie.
Every Ariel I've ever met has been a freak.
Oh man, I've only met one, so I can't. Just in case it's posted on my Facebook, I can't confirm or.
It's
I mean, I
not.
literally can't.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh my goodness. And then lastly,
Goofy movie. I don't think I've picked a single winner.
we have not had a sweep. I kind of like that. I dig it. And I
Means
also
it's a good bracket.
I'm glad that this one was a split vote as well. I think the Goofy movie definitely deserved that split there.
I would like to say 3 out of the 4 top contenders on this one were voted out in the first round.
I cannot believe fucking Lion King is out. Fucking ridiculous.
I know.
I am so happy.
That's bullshit.
Apparently, Q is not the best bastard of them all.
What do you mean?
See what happens when I'm not hosting? Damn. I'm a dick.
Right? He's like, I'm just going to start these fires with everybody. I'm out to get everybody. Speaking of sweeps and sweeping,
Are you doing
Cinderella versus Melody Time.
I missed both. I missed the first one.
Cinderella versus Melody Time, and this one's going to start with Josh.
What the fuck is Melody Time?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't recall Melody. I think I know what Melody Time is, but I'm not 100%. But
I mean, if
Wrong,
I
Josh.
can't even remember, if I can't even remember it, it's got to be Cinderella, right? I'm with other Josh though. I know he was taking it as him, but like I'm with him. I don't know Melody Time at all.
It ain't showing.
I always thought it was like Fantasia, but like different type of music, like modern-ish music. Moderner music.
I gotta go Cinderella. I mean, Cinderella is a fucking incredible movie. Like, just everything about it is great. So, Cinderella.
I don't think the sequels were the worst either. Like, they weren't all spectacular, but they also weren't flops. But Jess, you're next.
I'm going with Cinderella. Cinderella.
I like how Cinderella might get a sweep this time. And it's
I know.
Cinderella sweeping. So that's fucking incredible. Anyways.
That's exactly where my hopes were going with this. I was just trying to keep it quiet because next is Q, and he looks like
He would vote for Melody Time just to fuck with us? Yeah.
I would. But my favorite version of Cinderella is the American Dad, where Stan's looking for the person that didn't have the shoe on because that person got his costume, baby chicken, I think it was, or chicken baby or some bullshit like that. And it's just like, so why'd you take off everybody's shoe when you could have just looked for somebody without one of the shoes? And it happened to be him anyways.
Cinderella from Shrek was better as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you. I'm going Cinderella, though.
And Daddy.
Same thing, Cinderella.
Freddie, don't you fucking do it.
Right, I was
Freddie.
gonna say Freddie's the other one that I would worry about.
My favorite Cinderella of all time is fucking Brandy. Okay? Brandy
It's the black version.
Brandy owned. Like, it was
I
her.
have that on VHS.
It was her, like some Asian dude. Whoopi Goldberg played the queen. One of the guys from fucking Titanic, like the ship maker person. He was that ship designer. Played the king, and the stepsister songs are fucking fantastic in this movie. Everything else, but it bothers me. One thing in this movie fucking bothers. The entire fucking story bothers me. This person, this prince, spends the entire 3 hours with this woman, falls in love with everything else, would not dance with anybody else, stares directly at this woman's fucking face. Next morning, can't fucking remember her face.
Too many drinks.
But he loved her.
He brings up a good fucking point.
That was the alcohol talking.
He was staring at her ass.
Sets.
He was looking into her personality. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, personality.
That's another thing too. How does a perfectly fitting slipper fall off? That shit was planted.
That's a good point too.
It was planted. It does not. Perfectly fitting shoes does not just fall off. How often do your shoes just fall off? They don't.
Have you ever worn a crystal fucking slipper?
It's glass, which is another safety fucking half, and I'm pretty sure OSHA had a problem with this damn movie too. Just
That's a good point, actually. A glass slipper is very dangerous. I'm not gonna lie.
just because.
If you can slip your foot into the shoe, then your foot's gonna slip out of the shoe, whether it's perfect fitting or not. It's still
the thing is though, is that glass doesn't breathe like normal shoes do. So when your foot is fucking sweaty when you're dancing all the time, it's gonna suction cup to your.
You're right.
Foot.
God damn it!
Can you imagine the sound as it's falling off? Just a.
It's like people have a foot fetish and a fleshlight. It's just. So, fuck this week. Fuck Cinderella. I'm going with Melody Time. This is an anti-vote. Anti-vote for Cinderella.
Freddie, like God, what was that?
It's not just willy-nilly. I had reasons.
Frederick.
No,
don't fucking start.
That is a straight correction, my friend.
4-1.
You know what? You know what? I'll give you a pass because that was really funny.
I'm not giving him no pass. Hell no.
You get a pass from me, Freddie. That was funny. So,
and I think that's.
I'm holding my fuck you, Freddie. That was good.
Or the first half of round one. Sorry, end of the first half of round one.
That is the first half of round one. Be right back right after this break. Nobody has ads but me, I think, today, as far as Bastards goes. Josh, you have your guest ad spot. Daddy Kong, if you want to throw in an ad somewhere in there at the as far as the guest goes, you're more than welcome to at the end of round one. Other than that, I am going to share some news, as always, about the show that I like, that I do with my friend Kate. It is called The Recasting Call. Current episodes out is the 1989 movie Major League for baseball season, with one of my great friends out there, Harvey, joined Kate and I, recasted that movie. 10 things, not 10 things I hate about you. Other movie I can't fucking remember right now that pisses me off. She's All That. We just did that one as well, Kate and I. That one drops the first Thursday in September. So make sure to check that one out. And coming up in October, being released in October, we're of course recording it in September, Q joins the show for the first time. And we, along with Kate and hopefully another guest, so I don't have to, I don't like the movie. I don't like this movie. But hopefully with another guest as well, get to recast the 1996 classic, but redefine the word slasher movie, Scream. So look forward to that one, but we are looking for future guests. So if you want to join the show, contact me and I will get you in the right space. Bubbles.
Thank you, Freddie. Now I'm just so glad that I have such a beauty on my screen because she's the next one to start this round. I'm also glad that she's not sleeping because I know it's getting late over there.
It's my bedtime.
But this next round or this next matchup is going to be Sleeping Beauty versus Bambi.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's that fucking deer?
Fuck
Give me the
you.
deer meat. Dry it out. Give me some jerky.
Fuck you. I'm going with Bambi. I've always wanted a pet skunk. And I would name it Flower if I had one.
Oh, geez.
Okay, on a serious note, absolutely, Jess. I am 100% with you. If we need to meet up and just have a skunk farm, I'm okay with this as well.
Yay.
I actually just want a bunch of woodland creatures. I would love to have like a raccoon as well.
A skunk farm kind of sounds something like different, you know, like maybe you should.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Anyways, speaking of skunks, Q.
I've been told I smell like one, definitely.
I wonder why.
Me too.
It blows my mind. Who would ever say that?
I mean, so is she really like is Sleeping Beauty like really like cursed, or did she just get roofied a bunch of times?
Oh.
It was just really strong. Happened one time.
Essentially. You know.
Sleeping Beauty.
Why is this another matchup where the main character is better in Shrek? Who's the sleeping broad?
And babe,
So I missed the options.
it is Sleeping Beauty versus Bambi.
Well, I got my own little Bambi there, Bubbles. So let's go with Bambi.
Oh,
Oh.
There's a white tail joke in there. It's just too easy. I'm sorry. Whoever said an apple a day keeps the doctor away, never seen the movie Sleeping Beauty.
did you say an apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty did not have the apple. That was
Oh, that
Snow
was Snow White. Sorry.
Sleeping Beauty had the spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude, Angelina Jolie's a badass.
I like that.
Correct?
Correct, sir. However, one of my favorite cosplays that I have ever seen online was somebody dressed up in like hunting gear and was dragging around like a stuffed deer. Not an actual deer, it was like a toy, like a stuffed animal deer. And when people asked him who he was the villain in the movie Bambi. He was the guy who shot Bambi's mom.
That is fucking epic.
I know. And just for that guy, I'm going for Bambi.
Well, that ties into my ad later. Anyways.
And Josh, it is your turn as well.
Oh, my God. Just because a movie traumatized me as a child doesn't mean I'm going to vote for it. I'm going to have to say Snow White here. Or Sleeping Beauty. Sorry, Sleeping Beauty. I mean, you know.
Well, with Snow White being on everybody's mind, we know what they're thinking.
Frosted tits.
Love you some frosted tits.
That's a callback to a previous episode, by the way, Josh. That's
I still found it funny, even though I didn't get it.
Think of how much more funny it would be if you got it.
Probably a lot more.
All right, Bubbles.
Could you imagine the adventures that you would go on with some like frosted tits, though?
Different men.
I mean, for adventures, you'd have to show them off, though. You know.
You'd be the perfect weather girl.
Speaking of adventures, I do like our next matchup, which is DuckTales versus Rescuers.
DuckTales, woohoo!
It's DuckTales the movie, though. Let's just say that.
And it's starting with Q on this one. Sorry, I did not say who it started with. It's Q that starts this one.
Jeez, hurry up.
I already did my vote. I knew it was me. That's why I was like DuckTales. Woohoo!
Wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were just singing the song.
It's kind of hard not to. It's like the entire Red Robin thing.
Red. He actually did.
Yum. God damn it! I don't even have a red. I've never had Red Robin.
Oh, there was a Red Robin's commercial going on when he was sleeping. I was in the middle of getting ready for work, and all you hear is yum coming out of his mouth as soon as they said Red Robin. He's like yum.
All right, I'm so glad that you're back, because it is your turn, and the matchup is DuckTales the movie versus Rescuers.
Like Rescuers Down Under, right?
Yeah.
But it's the first one, so it's where they go to Louisiana or Alabama.
So it's not far from this West.
They save the little girl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm done.
Why?
But yeah, I still vote DuckTales.
Life is like a hurricane in the murder. Definitely gonna go with DuckTales.
That a boy.
It was good through the movie. It was good through the show. Like, I don't think there was anything negative about DuckTales.
Freddie, tell us what's negative about DuckTales.
It was ducks.
Never had a porno scene in it, like the fucking Rescuers did.
Rescuers did. When they were on the bird.
The track, yeah.
Pretty sure Scrooge really got into that money deep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's another thing too.
Full penetration.
Speaking of penetration on this,
You died
Gold
in the money like
coins.
that, you'll get up. Yeah, blah blah blah.
gold
But
coins.
Yeah.
He jumps off and goes headfirst into gold coins. Do you
It's
really
not-
think he's going to go
Very
through the
inspirational.
gold coins?
It's
No,
not
he's
a
going to
liquid.
bounce the fuck
You're
off of them.
written, all right.
I don't care if
Just
you're a
go-
duck or not. There's no way in hell you are swimming through gold coins.
Didn't Family Guy
Morning,
do that?
good
And
morning,
then like fucking
Yeah,
Peter
he
broke
broke
his neck. Yeah,
Just like Kurt Angle with a broken freaking neck. However,
but he won the gold.
my vote is going to Rescuers on this one because it is the DuckTales movie and not the DuckTales show. DuckTales show is goated, movies not so as much. Rescuers, very, very famous for 1 second of that fucking movie. And it's not even a second, it's like a split second. You have to freeze frame it and like inch your way along just to fucking find it. The animators at Disney are the goats of this world. There is a porno going on in the background of this fucking movie. And I know DuckTales will be moving on because of that fucking song. So Rescuers gets my vote. Because of porn.
If I were voting today, I'd probably also be voting for Rescuers because not only was that first movie like a really good, like heartfelt, dark movie, but then they redid it. And even with like the new animation, so going from the 1990s animation to the updated animation in Rescuers Down Under, it was absolutely, both movies were fantastic for like separate reasons. Like you could have just done both of those as just individual movies and it was just... But it is Josh's turn, and I'm not voting.
Well, all I have to say about Rescuers is Chip and Dale were better rescuers.
Yes.
They're better dancers too.
Facts. Well, shit. Now I scrambled my own fucking brain. DuckTales. I forgot who the other ones were. I got to go DuckTales on this one. Led to a great show. It was a great movie, in my opinion. I just, love it.
Q, did Jess give you her vote, or?
Yeah, she said she's gonna vote for whatever you voted for. She's not passing the parcel, but she definitely said Rescuers.
Okay.
So she's voting for porn too.
And she said that you can take over for her until she gets back. I'm not sure exactly. I think she's doing something with Titus. He's passed out in the bedroom or some shit.
Okay. All right. So our next matchup is going to be Lady and the Tramp versus Jungle Book.
Oh.
And it starts with Daddy Calm.
This one's a little rough for me. I'm going to go Jungle Book. Just fantasy reasons, I guess. I want to talk to panthers and bears and grow up as a jungle boy. That'd be fun.
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy. Freddie.
You mean
Well, I'd rather-
Jack Perry's son?
I'd say I'd rather be a jungle boy than a scapegoat. So I don't even like AEW, but what the hell? This is Jungle Book. Like Baloo to me is John Goodman. Like John Goodman is one of my favorite TV dads of all time. So speaking as a dad, I kind of have to go with Jungle Book just because of that correlation. So with the exception of Bandit, like Baloo is just fucking fantastic. So Jungle Book is.
What about Bagheera?
Fuck Bagheera. Bagheera is all about rules and regulations. This isn't OSHA.
This isn't OSHA.
It's not even the ocean. It's fucking the jungle. All right.
So OSHA came important during this the Cinderella thing, but now OSHA. Fuck OSHA. We're
Fuck
talking
OSHA anyway.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I learned something the other
when
day.
we want to be a bastard.
I learned something the other day. For everybody out there who says that you can't wear headphones at work because of OSHA, OSHA never fucking says that. I looked it up. There's no rule from OSHA saying that you're not allowed to wear headphones at work.
There's no rules?
There's no rule as far as headphones go.
All right.
So it's just a company rule, but they use OSHA as a scapegoat.
Yes.
Yep. Just like Jack Perry.
And I think this brings us down to Josh on that one.
It's really funny because my answer is almost fucking identical to Freddie's. Baloo is one of my favorite Disney movies or Disney characters, period. I fucking love Baloo. He's like the best. It's Jungle Book all the way, in my opinion.
Got one of the best villain songs in there too.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
two
so
of
good.
them. Two of them. "Trust in Me" is a damn good villain song. Especially I think Scarlett Johansson sings it in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking fantastic. And "Just Like You" or sorry, "Would It Be Like You" is a damn good villain song. Even though it's an upbeat villain song, it's still a fucking villain song. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it being a villain song, but it definitely
It
a villain
is.
song.
Louis is a villain. It's a villain
Yeah.
song.
How is the monkey a villain? He doesn't do anything.
He's a villain.
He wants
He's
the
a villain.
fire, and he wants to
Yeah.
misuse the fire. He
Yeah,
wants
he
that
wants
power. He wants to take
Manipulate that jungle boy.
this kid.
So
That's evil.
That is
I don't
evil.
think that's evil. I just think that's a monkey trying to be a person.
Hey, monkeys are
I
people.
feel
too.
like it also inspired a very wonderful song by the fabulous band Good Charlotte.
Who?
Don't want to be like you.
I know what you're talking about. They don't know. I got you.
My emo kid era.
I know about
Hell
that.
I also had an emo kid era.
I couldn't get past their first album. The first album was great. Everything else up past that, not a fan of.
Was bad.
I kind of like that. Like that first album had like a, fuck the system kind of vibe to it. You've got like the anthem, Lifestyles of the Rich and the Famous, Riot Girl, things like that. Is just
The rich and the famous, always complaining.
exactly.
Speaking of Rage Against the System, by the way, Jess, I don't know if, Bubbles, I don't know if you know this. Jax, you know who Jax is, right? The singer Jax.
Yeah.
The one that came out with the song Cinderella Snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
has a new album out.
Yeah.
She has a whole album. Well, she had some of your songs, but I didn't know she
has a new album out called Dear Joe, and it is fucking funny. And
my favorite songs on it.
Jax is great on TikTok. I'll tell you
there's
that.
a song on there called "I Choose Violence," and some of the other ones. It's a fantastic listen.
Violence solves everything.
Facts. As a pro wrestling fan, correct.
Violence may not be the right answer, but it's still an answer.
Yeah. It still solves the problem for whoever wins. All the time.
You know who else used violence to solve their issues? Hercules. And he's going up against the
Look at this.
And everything worked out for that guy. Don't mind me, just grabbing
I think
beers.
this one actually starts with Freddy, but it is Hercules versus the Great Mouse Detective.
I don't think I voted.
Yeah, who won the last one?
Oh my gosh!
You like skipped like three.
I skipped everything.
You did. It's still an open vote. Like Lady and the Tramp could still win.
That is true. Sorry, my bad, guys.
I think it's on Jess.
It is on Jess. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Jess.
I don't know who
Jungle Book
is
or
Jungle
Lady
Book
and the
versus
Tramp?
Lady and the Tramp.
I'm going with Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, okay.
Watch it win now because
I don't think it can win because it's
no. I went for Jungle Book.
I want Jungle Book.
Okay, so yeah, it is 3. All right.
Yeah. And Q.
Well, let's see here. I always like when I think of the word tramp, I think of a female. So it's like lady and another female that just likes to move around. So
Different version of a tramp, but okay.
The title of this movie.
His name is Tramp.
Doesn't make
No,
any
he was a
fucking sense.
tramp,
I know.
No, he was
and that's
just
not a bad thing.
a wild dog.
Tramp is another word for hobo.
Facts.
Anyhow, I'm going for the Jungle Book.
They have some of the best art too, by the way.
I definitely see myself being like, Baloo there. So
It's fair enough.
I would like to point out that the 4 dads in this situation all voted for the dad movie.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yes, it could be considered a dad movie because all of the role models are male.
The only real one role model in that movie is Baloo.
Well, no, there's Bagheera. There's also the
Bagheera is kind of a rules type person.
Wolf dad's name
Animal.
because it was the wolf pack that had ended up adopting him to begin with, which I think the mom's name was Akita or Akira.
Yep.
And so that was his mom. And then there was the wolf dad that was also like, yeah, we're just going to raise this little. And that's how he became man cub, is because he was raised amongst the other cubs of the wolves.
Kind of reminds me of another movie where a human was adopted by a animal pack.
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle.
That was a transition for you, Bubbles.
That was for what transition? I was doing Hercules and Great Mouse Detective. We were settling things with
yeah, but we
violence.
haven't started on that one yet. I was given a transition between Tarzan.
Oh, that's on the other side though.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree. Anyway. Brendan Fraser at his fucking best, by the way. Anyways.
Question: what would you do if you saw yourself heading straight for a tree? Are you letting go of the vine and falling, 10 feet, or are you hitting the tree?
I'm hitting that fucking tree.
Give it a roll,
Tuck and roll, Granny. Tuck and roll.
Oh my goodness. But it does start with Freddy, and the matchup was Hercules and Great Mouse Detective.
The obvious vote on here is Hercules. But looking at the board, I don't want Hercules to move on because that means the next matchup is going to make it even harder to do because I love both of those movies. But I know what I want of those two movies to move on. So I want, how they're making a whole bunch of live action versions of older Disney movies? I want a live action version of fucking Hercules, especially since Danny DeVito is still like alive and kicking. And would still make a great film. There's been rumors, but like I'm still yet to see a freaking commercial for it. So until I see a commercial for it, it's not happening.
Who's casted as Hercules then?
Well,
Chris Hemsworth.
Is it Dwayne the Rock Johnson or?
I'm gonna go for Great Mouse Detective. Like that had one of the best villains of all time, by the way. That fucking rat, dude. That was one villain that you always kind of feel for the villains, especially as an adult. Eventually, this is one villain you don't feel for at all.
I do.
Then you are a major asshole.
Which is so odd because the Great Mouse Detective is just a cartoon version of Sherlock Holmes, and the villain is supposed
Moriarty.
to be Moriarty.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in the books, you kind of get a little bit of an understanding and have that emotion towards him. But this movie, I agree with you, Freddie. Like, they're like, fuck that rat.
He's a fucking rat.
Fuck them kids' movies.
Rats can shoot through like a fucking steel pipe.
Soaking a can of Coke.
Speaking of FT cakes, I think Josh said he was a parent as well.
I'm a huge fan of mythology, just in general, like Greek mythology, Norse.
It was real. What do you mean?
I am Norse pagan, but I don't think they're dudes up there. It's more of a. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I gotta go. Hercules. I love the music. I love the characters. I used to have a plate from McDonald's, a Hercules plate, that I used so much it faded to white. Like it was.
Damn.
Yeah. Hercules was my shit back in the day. I loved it.
Hades Zeus is such an awesome guy too. Like in that movie, Zeus is just fucking fantastic. He's a golden child.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Hades is such a funny villain.
James Woods.
I fucking love Hades in that movie. It's so good. Hades might be my favorite character in that movie, which is kind of fucked up, but it's so good. Anyways. Gotta go with Hercules.
I actually just recently read that James Wood had kind of helped redevelop that character during production. And anytime there's an opportunity for him to revoice the characters for things like Kingdom Hearts or just to kind of fill in. So like Mickey Mouse's House of something. The Mickey Mouse House of Villains, I think, was the most recent like redo of that thing. But anyway, so when he like does the guest appearance as Hades, it's always his voice because he really enjoyed doing that.
That's awesome.
James Woods is a dick.
Yeah, he really is.
I know.
That is cool.
Great at it.
And Jess.
I'm going with Hercules.
Hercules. Cute.
We're not ready for that, Q.
Sorry, wait. Let me cover the nipples. That way we're ready for it. I'm going with Hercules just because of the whole Hercules.
Dirty knees, look at these.
Yeah, I didn't go that far, but all right.
And babe.
I'm gonna go with Hercules. I love Great Mouse Detective. I love all renditions of the Sherlock Holmes story. You know, I like the television version with Lucy Liu. I love Robert Downey Jr.'s version. I like the what's his name? Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch version. I like.
Have you seen the Will Ferrell version?
Holmes.
Wait,
I haven't seen that.
Don't.
But
what?
I prefer. Everybody's talking about the voices. Bobcat for the little minion was perfect. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's like I love his voice in there. I loved everything. Danny DeVito as Phil.
Rip Torn as freaking Zeus.
That movie.
Yeah. Zeus. Yeah, Zeus is the. Wait, what was his name?
Rip Torn.
Yeah, Rip Torn. Yes, he's from Freddy Got Fingered. The dad for that. Great, excellent voice. I love the Hercules voice cast.
I would have gone either Men in Black or Dodgeball, but that's me.
Right?
Bobcat Goldthwait is one of my favorite 80s, 90s stars. He's so fucking funny.
Oh, so. Yes. Everything in that movie with him, I loved it.
Yeah.
All right. So Hercules moves forward.
By the way, he's started doing things not in the Bobcat voice now. I don't know if you've heard it. It's kind of weird to see Bobcat Goldthwait and then you just hear a normal voice. It's fucking weird.
I won't take my image of him. I refuse to listen.
And I don't blame you. I wouldn't.
So I don't have a transition for this one.
Which is in itself a transition, so go ahead.
I suppose. It is Dumbo versus Ichabod and Toad. Jessica's face over there. And this is getting started with Josh.
All right, hit me with the choices again.
It was Ichabod and Toad versus Dumbo.
I have very little opinion. Okay, so I have recently tried to watch Dumbo, the original, with my son. Jesus Christ. I forgot that they get fucking drunk and start hallucinating. I forgot a bunch of shit. I was like, oh, dear. So, I mean, I gotta go Dumbo. It's such a crazy fucking movie. That's another acid trip movie that I should do when I'm doing acid. That shit was crazy.
You're just gonna have like a Disney lineup, just like have them all in a row. So as like it progresses, you just switch them through.
Although that scene might scare the shit out of me on acid, I'm not gonna lie. That scene's crazy. If you go back and watch just that scene.
It kind of makes me think of the Heffalumps and Weasels song from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Also, the whole the crows, they're racist as fuck.
Oh, they're racist as fuck.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
But back in that time, that was okay, apparently.
Oh man! Just for controversy, I'm going to pick Dumbo on this one.
But if that was okay back then, why? And you can still watch Dumbo now. Why isn't Song of the South still here? Or why isn't Song of the South here? You can't find it anywhere.
It's also not in the remake, obviously.
Well, yeah, but you can still watch the original Dumbo on like Disney Plus. It comes with a warning, but
yeah, it does. That's the first inkling. I was like, uh-oh.
This may be
oh no.
sensitive.
And Jess, I have a feeling I know which way you're going to go on this, but I'm still going to ask.
Think about it, Mr. Toad. I watched the shit out of that movie growing up.
NQ.
There are so many different ways I can like just mess with the title of fucking whatever in the Toad.
Ichabod.
Ichabod and the Toad. There's just so many fucking different ways I could fuck with that title. I'm not even going to. However, I also hate Dumbo, so I'm gonna pass the parcel.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was not expecting.
I do want to mention something I just thought about Dumbo, though. Dumbo was the name the mean elephants created for. Wow, they look stupid. You should call him Dumbo. And then that's just his name going on?
He was called Dumbo.
They're like, all right, I guess his
call him
name's
Jumbo,
Dumbo.
though?
Like, the fuck? Anyways, sorry. Continue.
I think for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick Dumbo. I know I've seen Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and I feel like it was also a book, and I feel like I remember the book more than I remember the movie. Dumbo, on the other hand, I totally remember all of that movie, and I feel like it wasn't too long ago since I've seen it. So that's my vote.
Still a terrible movie, either way.
And Daddy, that brings it up to you.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
Daddy.
Dumbo only because I don't recall Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I don't remember ever seeing that. So I may have, but if it didn't catch my attention, and Dumbo to me isn't all that great. I mean, I remember it, and I was young when it came out, but I wouldn't just continually rewatch it. But I'll go with Dumbo.
Have you ever seen a toad in real life? That's the movie.
I love going out and catching frogs and catching toads and stuff. Like, I pick them up and like,
They pee on your hand and everything. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
you know what? They said you're supposed to get like warts from. I have not experienced that.
That's a
It's not
myth.
true. It's a wives' tale.
It was a
Well,
wife
they
tale.
explain the warts on my penis.
Frogs and toads and fucking with them. Right?
They're hoping you get the kids to stop kissing and hoping their Prince Charming.
And that's why he's no longer allowed the petting zoo.
A little
Why-
bit of good
Swayze
bit
don't
of
go far. And oh my God.
Oh my god.
Freddie, that brings it to you.
No?
I'm usually the one with some wise ass comment to say, but I'm not going to on this one.
Yeah.
Strictly because I'm glad that the vote is done.
Josh needs muted.
You made me laugh too hard and got me in trouble with my wife. Fuck you.
I'm actually kind of torn on both of these because Dumbo has one of the best mom songs. We've talked a little bit about like dad songs and stuff like that, dad movies on this entire list before, but Dumbo has the song Baby O' Mine in it. And it is, from like a mom's point of view, it's one of the sweetest songs you can actually hear from a Disney movie. Granted, there's not a lot of mom songs in Disney movies. The only other the mom song I can think of is Mother Knows Best, which is on the complete opposite side of love. So
There's Tarzan.
yeah, there's one of Tarzan too, but that movie sucks, so I wasn't going to mention it.
Oh,
That song is good though.
However, Ichabod and Toad, if I remember right, is about the Headless Horseman,
yes, it is.
which is one of my favorite just stories, like my favorite American folk tales that I've heard in a long ass time. So I'm gonna go with Ichabod and Toad on this one, and it gives it a split vote. So
It does give it a split vote, and I kind of like that. I dig it. Although I am gonna go ahead and just outright say, "Fuck you, Freddie." Tarzan was an amazing movie, and the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. And I'm so glad that it is our next matchup, and it is starting with Jess. So it is Tarzan versus Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Who's starting this one?
You.
you are.
Oh, I'm going with Tarzan. Fucking love that movie. And I'm gonna steal Freddie's vote and do Tarzan.
Damn it!
Thank you, Jess.
Good job.
absolutely deserved that vote to be stolen.
Yes.
And Q.
Can I at least have my say real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, Freddie.
Okay. This is a matchup between two awesome soundtracks. Okay. I got to give Tarzan that. I don't like the movie, but I love this soundtrack, which is really kind of weird because I fucking cannot stand Phil Collins. Like, you know how Harvey doesn't like Will Smith. I don't like Phil Collins. I just don't. I think his music is absolutely terrible the majority of the time. But these are actually pretty good. Trash in the Camp is a damn good song. However, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Frollo, is one of the best villains of all time. Just the simple fact that he burnt down the city of Paris. Fucking city of Paris.
Kill
because he
somebody.
couldn't get laid by a fucking prostitute. All right. That is.
You know, definitely, like you definitely know he was touching, you know, the Hunchback the whole time, right? Like he was touching him.
Like little boys, little girls. He's a murderer at the beginning of the movie. Literally kills this woman. Is like, street trash, whatever. It's not a big deal. Was gonna drown this little baby. Just dump him in a freaking frozen well. And by that point, the well might not have been frozen down below, so the baby just drops down, smacks the eyes, down. No, like his face and back may have been actually fixed by that point. Just smash that right back into where it was supposed to be. But no, the songs in Hunchback of Notre Dame are absolutely fantastic. Topsy Turvy, the entire King of Fools is a damn good song too. But still, Hellfire is my number 2 villain song of all time.
What's your first?
And it's pretty fucking close up to the Little Mermaid's
Poor unfortunate soul.
yeah, thank you, Poor Unfortunate Souls. With a close
You're
third
welcome.
being, of course, from Princess and the Frog. Friends on the Other Side. So Hunchback would have been my vote regardless of pretty much whoever it would have been facing, because it's a damn good fucking movie. And as an atheist, I absolutely love it when the church gets fucked over. So,
As a Norse pagan, even better. Anyways,
Anyways, this does bring it over to Q. It was Tarzan versus Hunchback.
Who did Josh say he was pagan? I'm gonna go Tarzan on this one.
I didn't see your reaction, to be honest. What was that?
did nobody catch that?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
I got it. I saw
Okay.
it. I saw what he did there.
What
I
was
think the only person who didn't catch it was Josh.
The one who did it?
He also didn't understand the frosting over the.
Well, it's because he didn't see that.
No, that-
He
I
probably
said that was a previous joke from the. Okay, he said. I'll explain it to you when the show's done.
Okay, you got it.
All right, this brings it up to Daddy. Or Kong. What would you rather? Would you rather DK?
Babe, you call me what you call me. I
What about
Hey,
You're
like,
opening
when
that.
you call him daddy, you better call him daddy like you actually were calling him daddy, you know? So, like, I want to hear that.
I don't have that fetish. She if she does, so be it. Like, yeah.
That
What
is
was
what
Q's vote, by the way?
My vote
It
was
is-
Tarzan.
You voted for Tarzan.
so he
Okay.
voted for Tarzan.
I love Hunchback of Notre Dame, but my quotables, I'm gonna go with Tarzan. Are you sure this water's sanitary? Quotable to me, I say that so frequently, like drinking water,
You said that
swimming,
so
no matter
perfectly.
what it is. You sure this is sanitary? It looks questionable to me all the time. So
Love
Now,
it.
Freddie's vote would have gone to Hunchback, which I think I probably would have leaned more that way as well, knowing that Tarzan was the likely winner of this one. Because I do agree. I think overall, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, but in a mature way, in a weird way. So like as a kid, like I didn't really care too much for the Hunchback, but as an adult, like I like that movie. I like all of the little different things in there that you can kind of see. I like some of the historical references. I do like the music, but the soundtrack to that, even though it was well done, it was definitely not as good as Tarzan. Tarzan soundtrack just happened to be a banger. Like, but
Finger banger.
it does bring it down to Josh.
What's the votes at right now?
Sweet for Tarzan.
So far, yeah.
No, sweet. You know what? Freddie pretty much just reminded me that the bad guy in Hunchback of Notre Dame was an incel. And I didn't think about that fact. And honestly, I don't have enough invested in either one of these movies to care that much. So I'm gonna give Hunchback a
Sympathy vote.
a sympathy vote. Yes, I'm
Way
gonna go
to
with
be a
Hunchback.
bastard and
I'm glad
prevent
you didn't
that
say kitty
sweep,
vote,
Josh.
'cause
Still no sweep.
Still no sweep. We have made it almost done with our list of movies, and we have not had a sweep yet. So our next mashup here is Fantasia versus Peter Pan. And this is going to go ahead and get started with Q.
You know, Peter Pan was a great movie until you realize that they're all dead. Which then makes it a phenomenal movie. So I gotta go with Peter Pan.
No, I saw that one coming. You're getting too predictable.
He saw it coming, so he just moved out of the way so it didn't hit him in the eye. Dodged it.
I'm fast like Cobra.
That's fuck, boy.
And that, speaking of hitting it in the eye, babe,
I didn't see it coming. It was all over me. Because as he was saying that, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, that made it a better movie. And like, but then he came with the quick turnaround and busted on it, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna stick with the same principle.
Well, shit. Now I'm all sticky.
Sure, I'm pretty sure it's not the first, and it's not going to be the last for you. So,
No comment. Anyways, continue.
all right.
and to continue, Freddie.
As I said before, one of my dreams, and I think, Josh, this is probably your trip that you want to go on. If you start off with Alice and finish with Fantasia, as far as the trip goes, like you're just gonna have a fun fucking night, because that's what it is. So I love Fantasia. I love the music of Fantasia. However, I love the story behind Peter Pan, because Peter Pan, the person who originally wrote Peter Pan, he sold the story rights in such a way that every production of Peter Pan, anywhere it goes, everywhere between the movies and it's Pan across the board, storyline across the board, a piece of every time that gets told goes to a children's hospital.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's baller, actually.
And that was set up like in the fucking 20s. Like that wasn't. So imagine the money that this is accumulated and helped kids throughout the last 100 years. So I absolutely love the background to Peter Pan. I love the music and Fantasia, but I am with this vote going to give Peter Pan the win. So just because I'm an asshole doesn't mean I'm a hard ass, all right?
And then this goes down to Josh.
Just for posterity's sake.
Dexterity purposes.
Dexterity, yeah.
We should probably stop saying that because of who originated that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Oh man. I'm gonna, just because of my planned acid trip, eventually gonna have to say Fantasia because Freddie has a fantastic idea, and I'm probably gonna do that. Maybe we'll record it for a podcast. No, that wouldn't be a good idea. Never mind.
don't know, Jess.
I feel like you should record it, but maybe be picky and choosy what you do.
That would
post.
still be really funny, though. I would. That's something I would watch.
Maybe it'll just be me going.
I would, but if I'm going to do it, like I want to have one of those ceiling projectors.
Yes. Oh my god.
Because I
Freddie.
want to be I want to be somewhere that I'm laying down. I'm not sitting in a chair or on a couch where I can fall off something. Because I guarantee you, the moment I go to stand up, I'm gonna face plant into something.
You ain't standing up, bro.
No.
There is no standing.
All right, and then just to finish us off, we got Jess.
Peter Pan.
I love when she finishes me off.
I never want to grow up.
Toys R Us kid.
Oh my. All right, and our next matchup is going to get started off with Daddy Kong here. Now, I already know that he's married to a badass woman who just happens to be a fox.
Ah.
No lies.
And so with that one, we've got Mulan versus Fox and the Hound.
Oh,
Fuck you, Freddie.
this one's easy for me. I like
Again,
Mulan,
this
but-
one's not me. I put it together, but I did not make the rankings. This was all fucking Rotten Tomatoes.
We're still.
You can
saying
blame me
fuck
if you want, but I'm
You
just saying
could have
this.
fucking switched it up, asshole.
Yeah, but that would have made you not make noise, and I love it when you make noise.
I love Mulan, but I grew up on Fox and the Hound. I think that was one of my first movies I saw at the movie theater. So I'm going to go with Fox and the Hound.
And Freddie.
I think Mulan is the only Disney princess with a kill count.
I even got my own little
God
moose
damn.
with me today.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh, princess though.
I don't know. Mulan killed a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
she
fucking
is.
coconuts.
No, she's not. She was not. She didn't get married to anybody who was in the dynasty. She married a general. So she was just overall a badass warrior lady. Like she never made it into royalty.
And she didn't give a shit about love either.
she's like Xena. She's a warrior princess.
Yes.
But she's still not a princess, though.
It doesn't matter.
She is
if-
grouped in with princesses.
If Vanellope is considered a princess,
But she is a princess.
She was a princess.
it
Princess
She's
Vanellope.
princess.
Yeah.
It wasn't
yeah,
ever Princess Mulan.
It's
No
a
title.
Anyways, Freddie. It's like
poop
I'm
on
not-
all of you. Poop on all your houses.
Dishonor. Dishonor on you.
Dishonor on your cow.
On your whole family.
Oh my goodness. I don't know because I the movie is facing in the next round. I want to move on. But I will be equally happy if either that movie moves on or Fox and the Hound moves on. So I'm going to give my vote to Mulan just for the split voteness. That's it. I kind of wish I was voting last because then I could gauge how well you guys hate either one of them and just vote for the one that I think would lose in the next round. But I can't do that because I'm not voting last.
And Josh.
Let's get down to business.
Because we got the runs.
I that's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, or songs of all time, bar none, in my opinion. Well, I mean, I can't. I'm really bad at saying that's my favorite. That's my second favorite. So I just say one of my favorites because I'm really indecisive.
Depends
I
on the
gotta
day.
say Mulan. Mulan's fucking fantastic.
Only one with the kill count.
Like I said, Moana killed a whole shit ton of coconuts.
It's true, they were alive. She was a princess because she was the chief's daughter. She also went to the realm of monsters, and she had to fight her way to Tamatoa.
Moana's my favorite Disney movie of all time, but it's not on this list, obviously.
No,
So-
Moana will be on next week's list.
The
So,
Rock
so.
did an amazing job, though.
Oh my god, dude, Moana! I could go on and on about Moana. Anyways, no love interest. Oh fuck it, it's so good.
She's 12, dog. Stop it. She's 12. Stop.
So good. Anyways,
Jess, as soon as you catch your breath.
So you got Mulan, who kills a bunch of people, or you got Fox and the Hound. That's a sad movie. I'm gonna go with Moana. Not Moana. Oh gosh,
Moana.
Mulan.
Jurassic Park.
By the way, Q, speaking of Jurassic Park, I would like to let you know that it did beat out Deadpool in yesterday's vote. So it will be moving on to round
Wow.
round 2, round 3, round 3.
As it
Oh.
should. It should go all the way to the finals and win.
It probably will. No, the people over at Bracketology love Jurassic Park. I don't find anything wrong with it. I just like to vote against Q. And Deadpool's a badass movie, so
it is. I haven't seen the new one, so no spoilers.
it's fucking
No
fantastic.
spoilers, but it's a good
Like
one.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
All right, Q, are you ready to finish off round 1?
Yes.
All right. Is it Mulan or is it Fox and the Hound?
This Fox makes me hound a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but the dragon makes the movie in Mulan.
Eddie Murphy.
I gotta go. I'm voting for the dragon. I'm
Hey,
not.
Mulan,
I'm
you the
voting
man.
for the
Well,
dragon.
sort of.
Sort of.
Wasn't that? Who was that? Was it?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. God, he was good in that
All
movie.
right, and that finishes up round 1.
Only 2 hours in. We're good.
We didn't even
No.
make it to 2 hours. It's
Yeah,
Good.
whatever.
Get going.
Shit starts moving really quickly after round 1. So
Yeah, we'll be right back after this break. Daddy Kong, do you have an ad today or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Come on, just
Josh!
pound on your chest or something.
Josh hasn't been here for a minute. Can't remember what last episode you were on, but you haven't been here for a while.
it's
you been
been
up
a
to?
hot second. Yeah. So I've been working on a new project called what I like to pronounce it as We Love Wrestling. It's spelled WWE Love Wrestling, but me and my host Rusty break down different topics wrestling related and current events. Here in a couple weeks, we're going to have indie star Jared Kripke on. I don't know if you heard of him. He was briefly on the Wrestlers Netflix show about OVW, so that's pretty fun. Other than that, I pretty much just work, which is also related to what we were talking about earlier about cosplaying. I make cosplay stuff, so you can catch me at conventions occasionally. I haven't been for a while, but you can always go to Wolfgar Props, WULFGAR props.com, and use discount code NerdDad5OFF for 5% off. That's my ad.
And
I
Bubbles
want
is
you to
not
make me a
back in time.
99 RuneScaping cape.
Huh?
I want you to make me a 99 RuneScape cape.
Hey, we do commissions. Hit us up.
And we're back.
That's not a question. It's for you.
Perfect timing.
Like I'm back. It looks like I'm back, so I'm assuming we're back. So we are getting started off with round 2, and it is the Aristocats versus Bambi. And this round gets started off with, I believe it's Josh, right?
No, that's me.
It is you.
I
Excuse you.
I'm gonna be outvoted on this one, but I'm kind of cool with that. But I'm kind of not. Aristocats it's just a fun movie. Like there's not a lot of down parts in this movie. There's really not. And with the entire Bluey connection, the entire Janet and Rita type fucking geese in that thing, it's still every time I watch that now, it's gonna remind me of the entire nice parking spot when they're walking to Paris or wherever the
Nice
fuck we're going.
parking spot, Rita.
Yeah, it's just gonna remind me of that. So Aristocats and Thomas O'Malley gets my vote on that one.
Think Goose. All right, and Josh.
Gotta be honest, Freddie, you did it, man. Like
Twice.
the Bluey connection kind of got me too. I'm not gonna lie. So I gotta go Aristocats.
And I swear, next time you watch that movie, you're gonna look at it. It's like it's fucking Janet and Rita.
Yeah.
And Jess.
I'm gonna go with
The fuck was that? I think Lily's hungry still.
I'm gonna go with Bambi. Yeah.
They Call Me Thumper. I love that movie, actually. I really like low-key randomly think of Bambi at will. It lives rent-free in my mind. You can call me Flower. Cute.
I'm not voting for a cat movie.
Q doesn't like the pussy.
Not
So-
pussy.
You heard it here first.
I guess I'm going with Bambi just because there could possibly be some deer jerky I might be able to get out of the.
Well, I mean, they did kill Bambi's mom, so there's your deer jerky.
That's what I'm saying.
And this brings it to a tie decision to Daddy Kong here.
I'm going to get rid of the Aristocats for good. Give me Bambi.
Okay.
It's not a movie. It's nothing but a dumb movie.
It's very racist too, actually.
I think the best part of that movie was when he tried to kill the cats.
Squeakers.
Oh no! Where'd Josh go?
I think he pushed the wrong button.
Should we give him a second? Because I think he starts this next one off.
He does start the next one off. Oh, look at that.
There he is. In just a second. There he is.
Whoops.
Okay.
I hit the wrong button there. My bad.
See, that's what that-
That's what he said. All right. So you are starting this next one off, and we have Aladdin versus DuckTales.
Oh. Well, here's Robin Williams again. I gotta give it to Aladdin for sure.
All right. And then did Jess get, you're on mute too, but did Jess give her vote?
Hang on, she's right here. It was Aladdin versus
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Oh, I'm going with Aladdin.
Aw. What's the dog's vote, though?
Do you want Aladdin or DuckTales? Well, he tried licking me on Aladdin, so we're gonna go with Aladdin.
That's what I was just thinking.
Bonus vote.
He
Bonus
would have
vote.
said DuckTales first, though. The lick would have been there because he just licked me for DuckTales.
Brady, do you want Aladdin or DuckTales? Or do you want DuckTales or Aladdin? He looked at me with Aladdin.
All right, and Q, what is your choice?
So this is not a vote for DuckTales. This is a vote against Robin Williams.
Oh, fuck.
Brady didn't like me saying "fuck you."
So I am going with DuckTales.
Oh, fuck you, Q.
And babe.
So I'm going to throw a wrench in this whole mix. And I'm going to steal Mr. Freddy's vote. For no reason whatsoever. I like Aladdin, but I really like DuckTales. I don't think DuckTales should beat Aladdin,
But you're gonna make it happen.
but it's going to happen.
That's what's up.
DuckTales. Woo!
Freddie, what would your vote have been?
Would have been DuckTales. For the exact same reason. I mean,
Podcast was
even
about
if you
to fucking
wouldn't
troll.
have stolen my vote, I would have gone as a bastard move. Just get rid of Aladdin.
That is-
I don't mind Aladdin. Aladdin's a damn
I don't mind
good
Aladdin
movie.
either.
It's fun to watch.
Will Smith is
DuckTales.
better.
DuckTales is stuck in your head.
Oh, all
It
the
just-
time.
It just gets
I
stuck
have
in your head. Like, woohoo!
I have this little dice tower, and I have a toy duck, and I would take this and I'd roll the duck down, and it would come out the bottom to that song. And it took like 1,000 tries to get the duck to go from the top hole down to the bottom and land facing the camera. Took like 1,000 tries to make this one TikTok.
I want that toy for work.
I just want that toy to play with it.
I love all your nerd shit. I'm in. Anyways.
Oh yeah, little Pikachu. Oh, he got stuck. I don't
Oh,
have the duck.
and it holds cups. It's a cup holder, a can holder.
Oh, there he goes.
It's a cup holder and a dice tower.
Yeah.
That's enough said. That's incredible. Okay, I love it.
For a D&D master on the go.
Oh,
Hey,
I love it.
Daddy Kong. First off, the glove needs to be white because
Oh,
then-
no, my hands are dried and cracked. There's lotion in there.
so it is white. Okay.
It's white on the inside, which is the part that counts.
What matters?
Exactly.
The more you know.
Bubbles, your air episode has gone off rails.
it is off the. This is unhinged. This is called Disney Unhinged. We might need to rename the episode here. But Jess starts off the next one, and we have Sword in the Stone versus Jungle Book.
I'm gonna go with the Jungle Book.
And Q.
I still don't think the monkey song is a villain song, but I'm still going Jungle Book.
Babe.
I love the fight scene between the wizards.
You have Kong in your name.
I really, really, really love the Jungle Book. I grew up on Sword in the Stone with The Fox and the Hound. It was a movie that my grandmother, who was my favorite person in the world, got me into. But I still think I want to be a Jungle Boy. Like You is one of my favorite songs. I would sing that to the kids all the time. So I'm going to go Jungle Book.
And Freddie.
I have a question for you, Bubbles. Instead of Disney on Ice for this episode, would it be Disney on Ice tits?
Yes.
For our frosted tits.
I missed this. Some pause there. I blanked
So
out.
instead of Disney on Ice, it'd be Disney on Ice tits.
I probably studied there
Disney
too. I
on
don't know.
frosted tits.
Nah, Frosted doesn't work. I'm gonna go Sword in the Stone. Again, that fight scene. It is one of my favorite non-action movie fight scenes of all time. Like, and if Harry Potter was like a cartoon,
Oh,
there
and
you
then also the squirrels, like when him trying to get away from the squirrel that's
And
interested
she
in him.
was just so in love with
So
him.
speaking of fight scenes, the other day, Quentin and I were watching Dexter's Laboratory on YouTube TV.
As
And
one does.
the mom was at the grocery store and they were fighting over
The last
box of latex gloves. And like the moms are going like this, but they're not even hitting each other. They're just
So it was a pro wrestling fight.
with
Got it.
us, and I'm like, this is what we grew up on. And she's like, this is stupid.
only if Shane McMahon's involved.
And finish us off, Josh.
I went back and forth. Your arguments actually swayed me a bit, but Sword in the Stone
All right.
for the mythology.
I do. I think that if I were to be voting, I probably would have went with Sword in the Stone on this one, just specifically for the squirrel part, because I think that's probably my favorite part of the movie. But that movie has so many different elements in it. It's weird. It's one of those that's weirdly great. Like when you sit there, it's not like one of the first Disney movies you think of when you think of Disney. But it's definitely in there. And when you start talking about it, you're like, oh my God, I forgot about that. And that was just movie magic.
I think of Wizards of Waverly Place.
He likes Selena Gomez.
I mean, who
I
doesn't?
mean, he's not
Anyway.
wrong.
Definitely.
Correct. Have you seen her in Only Murders?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I would stick it hard.
I'm waiting for the next season to come out. Then I'm just gonna binge watch the first one.
It's so good.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, what season are you talking about? Because they just came out with one.
The first one is the second season out now. Like the full season.
Three
There's
seasons,
3
bro.
seasons.
Holy shit, dude! I am way behind.
Yeah. Get with the
Dude,
times,
there's two shows that have
No,
been
there's
out
4
recently.
seasons. There's 4 seasons.
Oh fuck! There's two shows. Martin Short's fantastic in everything
God,
he does,
one of my favorite.
with the exception
Absolutely.
of Santa Claus. I hated that third Santa Claus movie.
Yeah.
There's 2 seasons. Like, there's 2 shows that the new season just came out, and I have to binge watch it. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Most Wanted Treasures season 2 is out now on Hulu,
I didn't know that.
and Rivals season whatever the newest season is out too. I still need to watch it. I've been trying to catch up on it, but with work and everything else going on, damn.
Who's the host of the second season of Most Wanted Treasures?
Booker T is the main person, but usually going on trips, it's Lita and Mick Foley.
Okay, because I know the first season was whatever his face is.
AJ something or other.
Yeah, this has gone off the rails already.
All right, now Q starts off our next round with Poke a Hot Ass, I think is what we renamed it, versus Hercules.
Who's starting it off?
Well,
Q is muted.
I gotta go with Hercules because, well, she won't let me poke the hot ass. So
There's some limits, okay?
Just a tip.
Just
Yeah, if you're a quitter. I'm kidding.
AA for quitters.
and Daddy.
Hercules.
Hercules, Hercules.
Ready?
Real life events aside, I'm gonna have to go with Pocahontas. I love the music in this movie. Like the music, everything from Mine to Savages to Colors of the Wind to a whole bunch of the River song.
Just
Can't
around
remember.
the river bend.
Yeah, thank you. Just Around the River Bend is absolutely fantastic too. Some of the background music in that movie is just absolutely great, and it doesn't give enough credit. It doesn't get enough credit for that particular movie, as well as from the other Disney movies that are offhand as well. What bothers me about this movie, it's not this movie, but the fact that she's 14, and there's multiple research purposes only porno versions called Pocahontas.
Oof.
I'm still going for Pocahontas because getting the image of the 14-year-old out of my head, that the actor who plays Pocahontas in those particular movies, is said on the screen is above 18. So I'm gonna have to go with Pocahontas.
Isn't John Smith like 30?
Doesn't matter if she's over 21.
Well, no, but I'm saying in the movie, like, isn't John Smith like in his 20s?
I'm not talking about that movie.
He
And
was
it's
talking
Mel
about-
Gibson. I mean,
okay, so this isn't necessarily a vote for a Disney movie. It's really more so a vote for a porno.
yeah. And we've had a porno win, so
We have had a porno.
I'm allowed to be a dirty old man.
Of course.
I'm not hosting shit.
And Josh.
As much as I love mythology and you know what? No, for nostalgia of my childhood, I got to go Hercules. I was
I was
going to
about
go
to say do it for
Pocahontas,
the
but
biscuit, but
I don't know.
You know what I just realized about both of these movies is they are very both inaccurately represented for what they're supposed to be representing.
yeah, no. It's a
Um,
Disney version.
They're very, very Disneyed up. But Jess, you want to go ahead and finish us off here?
In Pocahontas's case, it's probably a good thing.
Going with Pocahontas.
All right. And we're starting with Daddy Kong. And for our next matchup, that's going to be Alice versus Dumbo. Sorry, I'm trying to get us moving along here. I know that the East Coast is getting a little bit later and there's still school tomorrow. So
Let's go with Alice in Wonderland.
and Freddie.
I'm gonna go with Alice as well. You got a good drug movie, especially for Disney.
Agreed. Josh.
Got to go Alice for the acid trip later. Much later. I don't know when that's going to happen, but someday.
Jess.
I'm going with Alice, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be our first sweep.
Not anymore.
Oh,
I was about to say, like, why did you tell him?
I'm tired as fuck.
So first off, is that like a blind, a chalkboard, or like
What's behind you,
curtain
Josh?
Oh,
behind?
me?
Yes.
That is a
Just
shiny pen that's wrapped in plastic.
Oh,
I'm currently, I moved out of my old house and moved in with my sister-in-law, so I'm in a back-ass room. So,
all right, yeah. Fuck it. I'm going with Alice. Why not?
Oh,
Yay! It's our first sweep! What?
Everybody get the broom.
bitches.
Hugh said that's enough edging. Let's just get it over with.
All right. All right. I feel like I know which way Freddie's going to be voting on this next one, but it's Little Mermaid versus Tarzan.
Damn right, it's Tarzan. No, it's fucking Little Mermaid. Like there's no
Too
way.
late.
The music alone for Little Mermaid is absolutely fantastic. The storyline is fantastic too. You almost kind of wish Ursula would win because this is one of those Team FTK movies for me. Like, but Daddy, I love him. You're fucking 16. You've known him for 24 hours. When you make this
Yeah, that's
decision,
right.
you've only seen him for like 5 minutes, and it was from afar. What if this guy has like a 2-inch penis?
Well, she wouldn't know the difference.
What if this guy can't talk? What if this guy is like, his voice sounds like Gilbert Godfrey? You wouldn't know. You haven't fucking met the guy. You're just going off of looks. What kind of movie? What kind of person judges people like that? That is just so fucking wrong.
She did, however, eavesdrop on him, and
which is fine.
So she did.
What kind of child?
Gilbert Gottfried.
This
but I definitely did not be in love. But Freddie, don't you remember being 16? Like, let's
no.
Like,
I don't remember anything in my teenage years. I was already fucked up.
But I mean, at 16, you just make dumb choices.
When I was 16, I was watching wrestling, doing freaking crotch chops, getting expelled from school.
So much better than I was.
But yeah, it's Little Mermaid.
All right, and Josh.
I mean, very similar. The music in Little Mermaid is fucking so good.
That Carol's great.
Yeah.
So is it Little Mermaid? Just double checking before I officially write it
Yes.
down. Perfect. And Jess.
I'm gonna go with Tarzan.
I like it.
I'm going with Tarman.
Oh, no, that's a different movie. Don't want to.
Oh.
Listen, we're not trying to get canceled out here. Okay? I'm just kidding.
Mr. Kong, it looks like you're tied up again. Is it?
Are you sure these votes are
Again?
sanitary?
You're tied up again?
Questionable than me. Tarzan. Hi, Mermaid.
What?
Yes.
Take the glove off. Smack yourself with it.
I don't even know how to react to this right now. I mean, like, I love
They
Tarzan,
seem questionable to me.
but I don't think I love it more than Little Mermaid. I don't know how our relationship is going to survive after this vote.
Ooh.
Oh,
I kind of wonder how many marriages this show has like hurt.
Yeah.
But before that vote, now I just wish I could go back and never grow up. But unfortunately, we have to keep moving on. However, our next matchup, you don't have to grow up because it's Peter Pan versus Cinderella. And this one is getting started off with Josh. Am I on my own right track, or is it Freddie? No, it's Josh.
Yep, I went last, so that means Freddie went first last time.
Yeah, so it's Josh that starts this one.
Peter Pan.
Cinderella.
Both are about equal in my book. So the fact that Freddie told us earlier about every iteration of Peter Pan getting donations to children's homes, got to go Peter Pan. That's a great fact.
I like that. Actually, it's so heartwarming.
And I don't have that, like, I as people know, I record on my phone, so I can't look that up because Jess.
No, it's canon now. It's real.
Jess asked in private chat who originally created that storyline. I remember hearing it somewhere. I don't know if it's completely factual or not.
That's not what I asked about.
Oh,
no.
Right, well, either way, I'm not for certain that's completely factual, but I did read that somewhere. I just can't remember where. So
No, it's canon now. It's real. If we say it's real.
It's real.
it
And
should
Jess, Peter Pan or Cinderella?
I'm going Peter Pan.
Q.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan has helped donate money to Great Ormond Street Hospital,
Or Gosh.
or
for
Gosh,
short.
in London, England for over 80 years.
Shit. Hell yeah.
William Barry, the author of Peter Pan, gifted the rights to the character to the hospital. This gift has provided the hospital with royalties from every production of the play and publication of the book. Which has helped support the hospital's work and the children it treats.
I love that.
So I was mostly right. I thought it was a children's home. Apparently, it's a hospital.
My heart is melting right now.
Right?
And I hate it, so fuck that. I'm just kidding.
And Babe, is that going to be Cinderella or Peter Pan?
Well, I heard there's a story about every time the movie Cinderella,
Seems questionable to me.
there's donations to like people with deformed feet. I think it's called OnlyFans.
Everyone's a princess at OnlyFans.
But I'm gonna go.
Oh, I
Peter Pan.
donated to that charity before.
All charitable contributions should be tax write-offs.
That's what I'm saying.
Freddie, I kind of really hope you vote a certain way, actually. Freddie, it is your turn.
You know what, Bubbles? I always like to bring you joy. However, the Brothers Grimm gets my vote on this one because in the original story, I love the Brothers Grimm. If you get a chance, everybody out there, get a chance to read the Brothers Grimm stories of stuff that you've read and listened to in the past or watched in the past, the Brothers Grimm story is like the legitimate version where fairy tales aren't fucking fairy tales. Fairy tales in Germany are nightmare fuel type thing. And Cinderella, how one of the stepsisters ended up getting her foot into the slipper is she cut off like her heel and a couple of toes.
Yeah.
So you know how they recently made a not only one but two Winnie the Pooh horror movies? I want to see a legitimate Cinderella movie from
The
fucking Brothers Grimm. That's what I want. I want to see an entire storyline. I want to see an entire series of Brother Grimm movies. How this is not a thing?
Wasn't there a show? Was there not a show?
Called
and
Grimm,
then there's
yes.
also a movie called The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about. Like, I want individual movies like Disney movies, but told the real way.
I feel you.
Could you imagine the drug addiction type thing that you could see off of freaking Alice in Wonderland live action? Holy fuck!
I can just imagine the glass slipper filling with fucking blood.
I know, right?
Like, it's definitely me. No, fuck that.
And the last matchup on round 2 is going to be started off by Jess, and it is Robin Hood versus Mulan.
Oh, Mulan all the way. Fuck Robin Hood.
And Q.
Give me a bow and some arrows. I'm a Robin Hood the fuck out that shit.
I'm big.
Do it. Do it. Damn it.
And I just want to double check for audio purposes that you are going for Mulan. Yes?
Mulan.
Okay. Ready.
Not Mulan. It's fucking Robin Hood, man. Like, this is strictly, if anything, is strictly for that fucking meme. Like, five guys, one girl.
Nobody wants to see men in tights.
That's a damn good movie too, actually.
Damn good movie.
Like, and which is another movie we recasted on the recasting call, by the way. So check that one out. But no, Robin Hood, like, this movie's a fucking classic, and it really should be shown more to children because maybe they might actually go out and enjoy Ren fairs after this shit. So Robin Hood gets my vote. Fuck Mulan, especially fuck Mulan after the remake that they did.
I enjoyed the remake.
I think the remake was supposed to be more
Realistic. It was still bullshit.
Yeah, there was no dragon, so it didn't.
There's no dragon. Fuck that.
Oh my goodness. Now, this actually puts Josh into a very interesting position because not only is he now tied up, but he can also have the option of knowing who it's going against.
You didn't give that one to Daddy Kong earlier, and that may have swayed his vote.
Wouldn't have
By
mattered.
the way,
It wouldn't have mattered.
fucking Tarzan.
I don't think it's going to matter this time either. No.
All right. Do you want to know who it goes against, or do you want to keep it a secret?
We'll keep it a secret. It's fine. It's not really going to sway my vote either way. So, Robin Hood is one of my favorite, just straight up stories. I love Robin Hood. However, Mulan's music and the fucking dragon, there's no, like, it's, in my opinion, not a competition for me. Mulan is such a good fucking movie. I gotta go Mulan.
Yeah.
So is Robin Hood a villain or a good guy?
A villain.
¿Por qué no los dos, my dude?
I feel like
He's like
he
Deadpool.
would be an anti-hero in all seriousness, because I mean, he's not like, obviously he went against the law. You know, I mean, we want to be lawful, right? But I mean,
He's a thief.
right? But
he's stealing back what was stolen.
yeah,
It wasn't stolen. It
and
was
I mean, like, listen, I'm not even gonna lie. Being here, I wouldn't mind if there was a nowadays Robin Hood that wanted to just slip some dollars into my account here and there. I would not say shit. I would keep my mouth closed. Absolutely corrupt me, because I won't say. I know nothing. I see nothing, and I don't know how it happened. Okay.
All right, so if you want Bubbles to do anything, just slip a few dollars into her bank account and you're golden.
That's what I got.
Okay, first off, if we want Bubbles to do anything, okay, that's a very wide net, okay, which the dollar amount has to match the action of what Bubbles is doing, okay? Like, there has to be a negotiated price prior to. But
5 zeros.
now this does finish up our second round, and
Listen, $20.
Yeah, $20 is $20.
Congrats.
Sorry.
We'll be right back right after this break. All right.
Physical
Oh,
gags.
okay. Before I became a podcaster, I never thought of all these requests for 5-star reviews actually mattered. Well, I was wrong. But being the bastards that we are, we're not just going to ask you to spend those valuable 3 seconds with nothing in return, because to be perfectly honest, that's kind of rude. But we'll trade you for it. If you send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on either YouTube, which, by the way, does not have 5-star reviews, so sorry about that one. Send us a screenshot of your 5-star review on YouTube or whatever your favorite podcatcher is, along with a matchup you want us to vote on. We will not only shout you out on the show as a thank you, but we will do your matchup live on air. It will be our thank you to review. And today, this week, we have a thank you to review. Hey, guys and gals and all-around misfits. My name is Jason. My friends call me Taco. And I found your show via Bluey. The show as a whole is a great... the show as a whole is fantastic, but that episode is my favorite. The mix of humor and honesty is great and different from the rest of the shows I listen to. Although I don't have Spotify, I did give you a subscriber on YouTube. I looked into the 5-star thing on there, and there's no option. Sorry. Since I found you via Bluey, I figured I'd give you a Disney, which is the reason I saved this one, by the way. I gave you a Disney matchup. So, Bubbles, I'm going to start on you because you haven't been able to vote pretty much this entire time. Which 90s movie could be the best live-action remake? Is it a Goofy movie or Tarzan?
As if you listen back in previous episodes, like I absolutely love a Goofy movie. Like 10 out of 10. Like if I were to hold the cartoons up side by side between Tarzan and a Goofy movie, I would absolutely 100% pick a Goofy movie. However, for live action purposes, I don't feel like the Goofy movie would make, if we are keeping it true to like Goofy, I don't think it would make a good live action. Whereas Tarzan, on the other hand, you can take that. I mean, like, I know they have live action Tarzan movies, but to kind of follow it closer to the Disney version of it, I think would end up making the better live action. So Tarzan is going to be my vote on this one.
Tarzan gets a nod. Kong.
Yeah, I was gonna go. I remember as a kid, I think it doesn't like Jason Lee, like Bruce Lee's kid, play Tarzan or something in one of them, or Bruce Lee's grandson. I think there is a Tarzan live action, and I think I liked it when I was a kid. But yeah, I'd stick with that for exact reasons Jess said. I don't think there's anybody that would do the Goofy movie right.
I take this in a different way. Like I would love a Goofy movie storyline. Much like if you mix like Goofy movie with like the movie RV or We Are the Millers or stuff like that, where it's a vacation movie. But you don't have to, because the problem with Goofy is that Goofy's a cow, I think, or a dog or something. I can't remember what the fuck he is, but so if you go this storyline and just make him human off of a Goofy movie, I think it would be a pretty good mixture of like the movie Vegas Vacation, We Are the Millers, RV, stuff like that, all mixed into one, but still have the family values to it. So I'm going to go with the Goofy movie on that one because I think that might actually be a decent watch. Josh.
You know, I need something to convince me one way or the other. Now, Freddie, in your hypothetical, is there still a strip scene from Jennifer Aniston?
I mean, that wouldn't sell it on me. Like it would sell it, but on the opposite direction because it's fucking Jennifer Aniston. Especially now. No.
Oh,
That girl
Don't get me wrong. Courtney Cox is worse by this point. But you gotta have limits, bro.
You don't have to.
all right.
I mean, a corpse is a corpse, of course.
I actually, so what came into my head when you said both of these options is, for some reason, the Goofy movie came across as the new Good Burger movie. Like in its like absurdity, and I kind of like that. I'm gonna have to say the Goofy movie. The new Good Burger was fun, by the way.
Yes.
So Goofy is an anthropomorphic dog, by the way.
Whatever the hell that means.
I have literally researched this, and nobody really fucking knows. Might be a dog. Might be a
Okay.
cow.
So I would love to play on this.
Not even more.
If he's a dog, if Goofy's a dog, imagine Goofy being played by Snoop.
Yes. Oh, you sold me on the Goofy movie.
Gosh.
I think you just said Quentin's vote. I don't know.
It'd make the cookout scene so much better.
Way better. Way better.
I think it'd be interesting seeing the Goofy movie as live action.
And Q, finish it out.
When I think of live action Tarzan, I think George of the Jungle.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought too. I'm with you.
It's like that's basically what that would be. So I'm gonna have to go with Snoop Doggy Dogg and go with the Goofy movie.
We just
Talk
did
about it.
recasting.
We had so much fun at the Olympics.
I
He
know.
did. Oh my god.
He had way too much fun, I feel.
No way. I'm pretty sure he could have went and
Bracket for champions right now on Facebook is doing a Olympic personalities bracket, and Snoop Dogg is in it because he was everywhere, and he's gone pretty far. I think he's in the finals right now. So by the time this airs, he's probably going to win the thing. So I got to give him props on that one. Anyway, Jason signs it. Thank you for being awesome, Jason Bell. And yes, that is why they call me Taco. Jason, I hope we helped on that one. I'm glad Goofy Movie won because I absolutely love that movie. So that we would like, as a group, we would like to say thank you for your review and thank you for listening. Bubbles.
Thank you, Taco.
Thank you.
Thank you, Taco Bell.
Thank you.
You must get so much shit, I swear.
Speaking about someone who gets so much shit, Q starts this one off. And it is Bambi versus Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, give me the trippies. I want A-list, definitely. Or A-lice.
A-lice. Babe.
Sticking with my Bambi.
Damn.
I kind of wish that I did my little Dodot makeup today, but I didn't.
Because then sticking it with the Bambi would have been fucking phenomenally funny.
Right.
I know that you said Dodot, but I heard dildo.
And now I forgot what the matchup is.
It's Bambi versus Alice. With dildos.
Sorry, now I can't get. It was really funny. A couple of weeks ago, Bubbles was on here. We did the 90s bracket, and there was an entire double-ended dildo comment going on, and now I can't get that image out of my head. So,
I don't even remember what I said, but I remember mentioning a double-ended dildo.
No, it was Eric, who it was a previous guest, Eric G. Mentioned the entire. It's like you are like two ends of a spectrum, and there was an entire thing about. It's like two ends of a double-ended dildo. Like that's. I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant, but I appreciate the mental image there, Bubbles. Cosplay aside, I got to go with Alice in Wonderland because that movie's a trip and a half in more ways than one. So, and just to support my wife and my wife's tattoo addictions, it's got to be Alice in Wonderland for me.
And Josh.
Yeah, I feel like so Alice in Wonderland, some of it made no sense to me as a kid, and I think that's because I wasn't on mushrooms. So again, I gotta say, for future plans, I gotta go with Alice in Wonderland here.
And Jess.
Alice.
All right, and Alice moves on. And this is starting off with Kong up here. We've got DuckTales versus Tarzan.
Can't believe DuckTales fucking beat son of a bitch. Anyways.
Yeah, and I feel you know what, I have that same feeling right now.
Whose vote is it?
It's
Daddy Kong's. I don't know.
I mean, I would have just passed the parcel to your wife, but
There we go. Yeah, good. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. That parcel's yours.
well, thank you. I'm gonna go with the Tarzan on this one.
Seems questionable to me.
It seems questionable to me. And Freddie.
Dun 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 dun. DuckTales. Woo.
Blur.
How can you not go woo? I kind of want that as a ringtone now. Every time I get like a message at work,
Just
I'm gonna
imagine
put it
Ric
on
Flair
my work
doing
phone.
the woo-hoo part.
Woo! It's like imagine Ric Flair going out there instead of going woo, goes woo.
I don't know if anybody else has seen Brendan Urie sing that song. He
Oh
does-
dear.
I do. I love
I
Brendan.
hate that he got canceled because God, I love me some Brendan Urie. Anyways,
I didn't realize he got canceled, so
it is what it is.
I thought didn't he just come out with that High Hope song, or am I like
That's a couple years. You're a couple years in. That's all right. No, High Hopes was so good. Oh my God. Nope, not gonna sing it.
I got some high hopes. I got some. Sorry, wrong song.
pineapple pie in the sky hopes?
Copyright.
Were we
Well,
30
30
were we 30 seconds into that? Because I think
I don't know.
all right, Josh.
You know what? This is a vote against Freddie because of the whole shit he pulled earlier.
Through you.
I'm voting for Tarzan specifically to fuck you.
And Jess.
Exactly which shit did I pull? Like, cause I'm gonna do it again.
I don't know. Wasn't it you that stole my fucking vote to
Yeah,
beat
because
Lion King?
it was gonna be Jess, and then she threw a fit, so I decided to change it to you.
Yeah.
It
Just
wouldn't
for
have
that.
mattered because you were voting that way anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm going with Tarzan.
And Q.
Life is like a hurricane, so I gotta go DuckTales.
I kind of like that this one ended in a split vote. Like, yeah. All right. And Freddie, the next one is starting off with you. We've got Jungle Book versus Peter Pan.
Man, this is getting to some real fuck you territory.
Both of these boys are stuck in the jungle. Just say it out there.
Well, one has kids with him.
Guns N' Roses would be proud.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games.
You're gonna die.
Sorry, we've got fun and or games. Anyways.
Oh, shut the fuck
And board games. We got board games. Jumanji proved that.
up.
Looking at who is going to be facing in the next round, it kind of sucks because both of these have the ability to beat it.
Just beat it.
You know what? I'm good with Jungle Book winning. If it moves on to the next round, I have it. I'm okay with it going into the finals too. So I'm gonna go Jungle Book.
And Josh.
Like I said earlier, Baloo's one of my favorite characters of all time. Gotta go Jungle Book here too.
Jess.
Who's the Jungle Book going against?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
I'm gonna go Peter Pan.
And Q.
Who wants to Peter my pan?
It doesn't even make any sense, but it still made me fucking laugh for some reason.
Pan my Peter? Would that be better? I mean,
Yeah,
There you go.
Pan your
That's
Peter.
better. Pan your Peter is much better. Good one.
but you didn't laugh at that one, so I mean, that one wasn't funny. I'm going. Peter Pan, though.
And Babe.
If it were Hook, I would go with the Peter Pan.
Ooh.
Or the Robin Williams Hook. But
Freddie, me and you are wrestling
You can
fans too
use
much.
well, no, because I guess we're using the Disney movie. I was gonna say you could use whatever guidelines you want to, but
I still can. But I'm gonna go Jungle Book.
Look.
So what was Q's vote? It got
Peter
Pan.
sidetracked.
Pan
We're
in the
Peter
Peter.
his Pan.
Peter Pan. Pan is Peter. All right. One other note about Robin Williams, by the way. I just wrote Jungle Boob.
Quentin!
Robin Williams, when he was alive, every movie he was on, he would have the execs of the movie make sure to hire the local homeless people, so they had a job and a place to stay while the entire movie was in production. Doesn't matter what the job was, but it's just as long as they got hired. If they wanted to work, they could.
Yeah, see, isn't that so heartwarming? Wouldn't it be so shitty to vote against him just to vote against him?
No, it makes it that much more satisfying.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I have a personal vendetta
Okay.
against our local homeless. I think that's admirable.
Quick note: this is the last matchup of the quarterfinals, which means this is the last time for Josh and Q to steal a vote, and it's also the last time for myself, Josh, or Jess to pass the parcel.
And nobody is blown a load.
Nobody's blown a load.
You've all done well holding back. I'm proud of you.
I mean, at least not on camera.
Wow.
All right, so with this last matchup here of this round, it's starting with Josh, and it is Hercules versus Mulan.
Shit. Oh, man.
Time to steal somebody's vote there, Josh.
I'm actually going to blow my load.
Really?
Oh. He's
Now
like,
the screen needs to like turn white.
all right, so then it goes over to Jess. Is it Hercules or Mulan?
I'm sticking with girl power and going with Mulan.
I like that. I feel like this is definitely one of those fuck us matchups on this one. Q, is it going to be Hercules or is it Mulan?
I'm gonna steal Daddy Kong's vote.
See blue is blue.
No, that'd make it too easy for him. But I'm gonna go with Hercules.
And babe, what would yours have been if he didn't steal your vote?
Hercules.
And now Freddie's going to give me the tiebreaker and make me do it anyways.
No. No, I am, because I don't really care about this matchup. However, in hopes that you could use your blown a load and passed a parcel in the same turn, which I don't think has ever happened. You can pass your vote to Bubbles for a tie-breaking decision and make history, because I'm pretty sure, and I think Bubbles can back me up on this one. I don't think that has ever happened during a show where it had blown a load and passed a partial in the same fucking turn.
Well, fuck it. I'm going to pass the parcel then.
So what you're saying is you're voluntarily tying me up here?
Yeah. with his permission, yes.
With or without his permission.
Stop it.
I mean, I did kind of help that along, so.
I bet you would.
Just a bit.
I am gonna go ahead. I am actually gonna go with Hercules on this one. As much as I love girl power and I love the let's get down to business.
Meg was awesome.
The right.
See, but I absolutely love Hercules' soundtrack as well. So we've got I have often dreamed of a far off place. And then Don't say I'm in love.
Oh, it's a damn good song.
Oh, see. So
Well, you're saying girl power against
Please
Hercules.
stop.
I mean, Meg is an awesome character.
she
Meg's
is.
a badass.
She was
Yeah,
also
she
a
is.
dumb teenager. She sold her soul for a dude. Like,
I know. Still a cool character, though.
but I also need more information about this dude. Like, how long were they together prior to this? But fuck that dude for still walking away with the next best thing, like, or what he assumed was the next best thing to walk by.
Now it could have been like a Little Mermaid situation too, where like Hades could have sent like what's her name, Persephone up there to seduce this person just because.
Personal, because I mean, like, that's
Maybe.
what he would do.
Maybe the dude saw that Meg would lead him on and pretty much like what she did with Hercules the entire time. And he got it right. Maybe.
I thought they were talking about Meg Griffin for the longest time.
All right.
You really?
For a good minute.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Jess is up.
Jess is up, and this brings us into the semifinals, right?
Yep. Final four.
Final four. All right. So, Jess, you actually get to pick Alice in Wonderland, Tarzan, Hercules, or Jungle Book.
Hercules.
All right. So it is Hercules versus Tarzan.
I'm gonna go with Hercules.
Really?
Really?
Interesting.
And Q.
It could just be because I'm really.
Yeah, let's go
tired.
Herc.
Babe.
Hercules.
Herpes, please.
And Freddie.
I kind of want to vote for Tarzan just for the simple fact that I fucking hate that movie, but I also don't want to give you a fucking sweep.
I don't know why you're picking on me today. I don't understand. It's so hostile in here now.
I agree.
Welcome to the hot seat
Nevermore.
there, Bubbles. You know what? Cinderella's not in play anymore. We don't have a fucking broom, so it is not a sweep. Tarzan gets my anti-sweep vote.
Oh. For shame. Josh? Just
Hercules.
Fuck you, Freddie. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Freddie.
Yeah, fuck you, Freddie.
Twice? That's okay.
Twice. Fuck you twice,
Oh.
Freddie.
Four. That's 4 times now. Damn.
Just multiply
Things are getting heated.
those rabbits. All right, and Q.
Yeah.
It's like B-Rabbit.
It's not even your episode, and you've gotten a ton of fuck you friends.
All right, Q. We are doing Alice in Wonderland versus Jungle Book.
Yep, give me life.
And Babe.
Jungle Book.
Freddie.
To quote Q, give me lice.
But not a ton of it, just a single lice.
I mean, she does have super long hair, kind of. So, like, getting lice out of her head, could you imagine how fucking difficult that would be? That would give you a reason to quite literally off with her head. It's just get rid of it.
Save her head.
I will turn her into a Freddy.
And Josh.
The mushroom trip has met its match. I'm voting for Baloo, Jungle Book.
Ooh. And Jess, you get all tied up.
Tiebreaker? Is that a tiebreaker to me?
You
Yep.
are a tiebreaker, yes.
I'm going with Alice.
And clutch.
And
I do find it funny that third place is 2 jungle movies.
Hey, Disney knows what they're doing with jungles. Okay, I don't know.
All right. I do like that. I do like that our third place is Jungle movies. And it's starting with you, babe. Is it going to be Jungle Book or is it Tarzan?
I am the Jungle Boy.
That could be Tarzan or
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Jungle Book.
And Freddie.
He may be the Jungle Boy, but he's not the scapegoat. I got to go for Jungle Book as well. Because fuck Tarzan. Fuck Phil Collins. With a big black rubber dick.
Damn.
Sideways. No
That-
grease.
I felt the hostility coming, and there it is.
It's not clear though. Do you like him or not?
Well, I mean, he's no Phil Brooks, but you got to go for Phil Collins.
I do like Phil Brooks' music better. Anyways.
So do I. It has a real cult of personality vibe to it.
It feels like it's living in color or something like that. You know what I
Always,
mean?
yeah.
I'm more of a Mel Brooks guy.
Oh, you know what?
I'm more of a
You're right.
Garth Brooks guy.
And the thunder rolls. Anyways,
And the puns roll.
Jungle Book is my choice, by the way.
I kind of wonder how far we can just go by switching characters by the one name from that point. It's like I'm more of a Wayne fan over Garth, but it's like, yeah, but I kind of like Bruce as well, and then Bruce goes to Bruce the Shark, and then just go from Bruce the Shark to Shark Boy, and
Wayne
just
Brady.
I
Wayne
met
Brady's
Shark
a good
Boy.
one.
Nice guy. Anyways,
And Jess. Tarzan or Jungle Book?
I'm going with Tarzan.
And Q, finish it up.
Jungle my book.
you booked my jungle.
All right. And Freddie, you get to start us off. Final round. Hercules or Alice in Wonderland?
I'm a man of completion. I've passed a parcel. I've stolen a vote. The only thing I'm yet to do is blow a load. And Bubbles, I'm pretty sure you're the perfect host to make me do that. So I am blowing a load today.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
take your
you
bow.
waited till the end.
Always.
And Josh, is it Alice in Wonderland or Hercules?
I gotta go with my child self and the fact that I loved Hercules so much as a kid that I wore a plate down to fucking nothing. Gotta go Hercules on this one.
I loved those plates. They had like 4 or 5 of them. They had like the Muses. They had
Yeah.
they had Hercules. They had Pegasus. They had Meg,
I think I had all of them, and I
and they all
somehow
had like
either
Zed
broke.
on there.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't mind trying to eat some stuff off of Meg.
That was probably as a kid, that was probably my first taste of microplastics.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would like to lick Meg clean every once in a while.
And Jess,
I'm sure
is
those,
it Hercules or Alice in Wonderland?
I'm sure those cream pies would be worth it. With Hercules.
And Q.
Blow my load.
Which Q is also the only other one besides me to do all 3 of them. So
And babe.
Oh.
Load blown.
Load blown. Another man of completion. And he also had all 3.
yep.
So that leaves
Hey,
Josh
it's
out.
a 3 for 3. It's a threesome, guys.
Oh,
Can I videotape
I mean, I there's a there's not a clean thing I can say about that. So
I don't know. With my last load, I'm pretty sure I could have covered all of you. Yeah,
And Bubbles is agreeing to that.
facts.
good old Oreo fluff.
All right.
You know what? That means that it comes back down to me.
Yeah.
My wife is a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. I am a huge fan of my wife. So I will be going with Alice in Wonderland on this one. Yes. Bless my soul, Herc is on a roll. But Alice in Wonderland gets my vote.
Disappointed.
Something about going down a hole.
Nobody got it.
His wife.
We're not letting anybody go.
I mean, there was an entire thing on there that said "eat me." So
There was.
There was.
Hey, how about this? Disappointed. Anybody get it?
You're disappointed?
Disappointed. It's it's from the live action, not Disney based Hercules with whatever his fucking face is. And just, huh?
Jane,
Kevin Sorbo.
Jane the Croc Johnson.
Hey, don't be talking shit about Kevin. Kevin's a great fucking Hercules.
Oh dear.
Although there, Josh, if you vote for Alice, it does push the vote to Q's tie-breaking decision.
Do it. Do it now.
Oh, did I not already vote?
He voted for
Josh
Hercules.
already voted for Hercules.
Oh,
so
did
it's
you?
Q, and then
Yeah.
it's then
Who is it then?
It's
Q.
Quentin.
Oh, it's
Q's
Q.
turn.
Q. Sorry, I wrote down the wrong one.
So I was telling him to do it, so I should do it, all right? And then push the tie-breaking decision to Daddy Kong up there?
You already blew your load though, so it's yours.
Yes, I know,
Well,
but
no, he's saying if he votes for Alice in Wonderland, it puts a tie decision to.
Oh, never mind.
Which is a drug-based movie, so
I am tired.
which I'm going with Allison.
All right. So at the very end, you've already blown your load, but now you are tied up. Anything can happen.
Desired outcome achieved.
I've been here. I've been the very last vote, the tiebreaker. It's a lot of pressure, man.
There's so much pressure.
I've had quite a few of them today, and desired outcome is done. It's Hercules, 100%. Nailed it.
Bam, nailed it.
moves on to next week.
Yay!
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's only halftime.
That is our show this week, guys.
Wait.
Hercules moves on to the finals, followed in second place by Alice in Wonderland, and of course, Jungle Book got third place after that one. Daddy Kong, where can people find you?
Daddy Kong 83 on TikTok. Look at some of my amateur stand-up comedy, some amateur videos, some ducks rolling down a dice tower. Just, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Actually.
Pause. Just kidding.
Oh, there's some bubble stuff on there.
There is some bubble stuff on there. That's fact.
Quite a bit.
Are you blowing the bubbles or are the bubbles blowing you?
Oh, there's some innuendo stuff. There's some.
There is innuendo stuff.
There's some
There's that whole-
Halloween cosplay stuff. There's yeah, turning a little red there. Bubbles.
You can find Josh at
NerdDad765 and all the things, and the We Love Wrestling podcast. I laugh every time I say it. All right.
Wee-wee.
and with the exception of falling asleep pretty fucking soon, you can find Jess at
Slumberland.
Yeah, Slumberland.
not a sponsor. Could be.
You can find me on Facebook under Just May Vandy Stroop, this podcast, or Instagram under Just May 93.
You can find Q at
course, you can find me on this podcast, Bracket Bastards, and you can also find me on Facebook under Quentin Vandy Stroot, and you can find me on Instagram under Master Bastard Q because, well, I am the master of these bastards.
He wishes.
And of course, I am the head bastard, Freddie Fish. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracketology and Bracket Bastards. We have 2 polls going up every single day. Currently, it is the Mel Brooks versus Kevin Smith bracket. I'm calling it the Film Fathers Brooks versus Smith, and the Bracket Bastards Championship, which, as I told Q before, the movie Jurassic Park, which actually won our version of that, is still in the running. Just beat Deadpool yesterday. On Twitter, you can find me at Fisher777. We're all at Bracket Bastards. And of course, on Instagram, as always, you can find me at Can't Lick Me. Not one word. Bubbles is a host this week, which means she gets to lead us out. Bubbles, before we go, where can people find you?
You can find me right here on Bracket Bastards, or you can find me on TikTok under Jessie Marie. And I do have a quote for us today. The more you like yourself, the less you are like anyone else, which makes you unique. And I feel like that fits our unique group of personalities.
So you think you're original? You ain't original.
It was not the one I mentioned to you earlier.
No. I said, is that a Disney quote or?
It's a Walt Disney quote. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
That is a Walt Disney quote from the creator of the kingdom of what is Disney.
There you go. A 90s movie, because this is our 37 to 99 version of the Disney bracket. So a 90s movies ones this side of the bracket will be joining next week for the rest of the bracket. Join us until then. We will see you next week. Later, guys.
Bye.
That's the out.